I'm going to start recording. Hitting the streaming button. Technically, it takes like 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1, and welcome everybody to another game of the Dungeons and Dragons of Rocks Fall. Everyone dies. I'm here with the crew of the Enterprise of Season 1, Episode 1060, 16. In Esperanzo, that would be 16.
No one can prove you wrong.
I mean, there's only a handful of people who can prove me wrong.
Esperanzo.
I challenge you to be a viewer. And if you are a viewer, please lick and subscribe in the doobly-doo.
That's like
I think we
actually
might have one
Gonzo from the moment.
So, who wants to tell me what happened last time on episode 15 on the Enterprise?
Last time on Dragon Ball Z, we concluded our fight in the Arena Cave where we got our shit royally rocked by some Umber Hulks.
Speak for yourself.
It was fine after that.
Well, some of us got more rocks than others, like the good doctor.
Oh, God, yes.
Well, that was more her own fault.
Yeah, that's true.
Tried doing some short rests in between that got back some of our stuff, but
Not really.
by nightmares and whatnot. But we did manage to clear out most of the spiders. Some of the babies got away. Brought down a T-Rex. They got decapitated by a teleportation circle. That was fun. And then we found, kept prisoner in there, Tiefling Hannah, the sibling of the other Tiefling that we had encountered on the far shore so long ago.
No, that's fine. Uther.
Uther. Then we just agreed to take her on our crew and sail back to far shore to reunite the two of them. And from there, not entirely sure what our plan is.
Oh, we had that fantastic roll where I made like eight hexes.
We made some fantastic headway.
There was some cruising done by Trey there. He sailed.
You sailed hard.
Down this shit. Rough, long flight. Just sail.
Yeah, you guys made your way all the way back to the area called. Where's my other map? I had three. I had 3 maps. Where's the other? Oh, here it is. Yes, to Far Shore. The Isle of Far Shore, which is pretty much in this cornucopia of villages.
Yep, that was the first part of the Isle of Dread we made landing on.
Where'd that pencil I had go?
How did you do
here. I surprise myself most days, really.
Magic trick.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, you guys made it all the way to Far Shore. So you guys find yourself again. I rolled. It is clear skies today. No ambient weather. Outside of Far Shore, how do you approach the island and where do you drop off? At this point, you do have a rough map of the island because you did map the hex. So you could, since you mapped the hex, you could park offshore if you wanted. You know the areas. You don't have to park at the dock.
What? And avoid the attacks?
What? I mean, assuming they don't also come from...
It is daytime.
Pretty much everywhere.
I will say it's about 8 a.m. when you show up.
Oh. Breakfast in the captain's chamber?
Yeah.
Okay. You find yourselves in the captain's chamber. That's fine.
Or
That
cabin?
makes sense.
Is that the right phrase? Cabin?
Honestly, I think the dock is probably our best bet.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be right there.
there.
And I feel like they're just going to attack us anywhere around the island. I don't really feel like anywhere's going to be much safer.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, we can just kind of drop them off and leave.
Yeah, just make our way back to that town that
Get
Uther
our,
was previously staying in. See if we can
or whatever.
contact him.
collect on that rope trick.
Yeah.
Let's just do that. Pull up to the dock, drop them off, say hey, have a nice time.
Yeah, so we'll go. We'll take Hannah and we're going to park at the docks. And, yeah.
Roll me a quick sailing check. You guys are fine. I mean, let's just see how well.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot to get my dice out.
Oh, there you go. There you go. Which app? Which app?
You know which app.
Oh, the finest 5-star app in the land.
Could there be any others?
There could. There should be. There are.
I got 10 on my sailing.
That's fine. This wasn't a check to see how if you fail. This is more of a success.
Don't hit the dock.
Yeah, this is hold on.
This isn't speed 2.
We're making an entrance.
If this boat goes slower than 10 knots.
Oh no!
Okay. So you are able to sail in, and you're able to park well. You just like normal. You do see footprints in and out of the beach. Some have been washed up. It just hasn't been high tide yet, so you can see those throughout the night. There is the road into town. It's about half a mile into town. You park at the dock. What do? You have Hannah with you. Do you take any other crew members with you?
Gotta take Jake Sargona with me again.
Taking Mr. Argona. Okay.
I'm bringing Quibella.
Mikab, great.
Quibella Holamion.
Quibella, you're taking one of the elves?
Yes, a high elf. Night
Next
sorcerer.
sorcerer.
And you are
Night
taking...
sorcerer?
Not taking anyone.
Nobody?
Yeah,
Okay.
just this time.
Not even cool shop or no?
Yes.
Can I take Quill Sharpener?
Make it darker.
I mean, if they let you, sure. I don't care.
I want Quill Sharpener.
I guess.
Give me his card.
She did almost die. We
It's
should
over
let
there.
her have some fun.
Which one is Quill Sharpener?
Small
He's
comfort
the-
in her
Quill-
I'll give you a
life.
hint. It's the one that says Spool Shop.
Oh, his is the one that actually has a name on it.
Yeah, they all
Yeah.
have names.
I don't know if he has it yet, but
Well, because there's one
black
called
tentacles
just
or something.
Conjurer.
I think that's technically the tiefling.
That's
but
the
we're about
tiefling.
to get rid of her.
Okay. Oh, well, that's nice. Here, you want to hold on to that card then? Just
Yeah, might as well.
One way or another.
So you pull, eventually you do...
I want Quill Sharpener to come
So-
with me. Oh.
Pause for a sec.
Yeah.
So during our voyage
Voyage.
to the island here,
Mhm.
maybe I'll subtly cast Detect Evil in her presence.
Oh, because she's a tiefling.
Then she's probably got something in her head
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
did
yeah.
the medical
Just-
check.
to see what
That's why we
happens.
booked her down here.
You do detect evil. Roll me a...
Just the normal evil that all females have.
Roll me a religion check.
And with that, I end my
Oh, I
career.
didn't turn that down.
Yeah, I don't want people to know.
16.
16. You do feel an evil presence from her. It does feel specifically from that area. You're able to, like, it's not her, but it's that area. 16. Read me your Paladin Detect Evil ability. What it specifically says.
Detect evil. Hooray!
Because there's a spell and then there's the Paladin ability.
Yeah. I'll say the spell just lights up an object and that's it.
No, the spell gives you more but has less of a range.
Oh.
It does last longer though.
Hey, puppy girl, go get your bone. Go get your bone.
Like, that all takes the parts off.
Oh, yes, that's right.
If you like pina coladas and getting lost in the rain.
I thought it was getting caught.
Nope, getting lost in the rain.
Oh, okay.
Fuck is it?
Because we don't like copyright strikes.
We don't.
Where would I find
I don't even know how that works.
this tower?
It'd be under like traits and abilities.
Go under
It'd be under like divine sense.
features and traits.
Yeah, that's the one.
It's the same place where you do like click on spells and stuff.
If you be so good, sir.
Oh yeah, there's Tom also
Spells?
has one behind him. No, like
Oh yeah, I can't forget about that one.
Okay.
I mean, I could take a
But he's
look.
a captain. I can't have him do it.
divine sense. But if you keep scrolling down, like that's where your smite is, and if you keep going, yeah.
You can detect good and evil. Till the end of your next turn, you can sense anything affected by the hollow spell, another location of any celestial fiend, undead within 60 feet, that is not behind total cover. I can use it 5 times per long rest.
Celestial fiend or undead. Okay, you do not detect celestial, undead. You do detect a little bit of fiend, but she is a tiefling.
Go.
But that specific spot, you do not detect a type.
Okay.
You just detect evil.
Okay.
So if I use a detect evil spell,
That would tell you more.
Do you want to?
yes. I
Ooh,
got
how's that
time.
Dang.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let me
Pretty sure
pull
I
up
got it.
Detect Evil. I think you're a paladin. You do.
I'm almost certain I do.
Kind of weird if you didn't.
Detect Evil and Good.
I mean, I have to prepare it right this second, but I've got a couple days. I can prepare it.
You know where a... yes. Okay. So you do have it. It's a
Yes.
paladin spell. Okay. You cast that spell. You detect aberration in that spot.
And tieflings are not aberrations in and of themselves, are they?
I'll give you that one for free. No, they are not.
I kind of figured. So, pull the captain aside at some point. Captain,
What is it?
she has something in her skull.
Oh, so you noticed.
It's
Yeah.
evil. It's an aberration.
Yeah, see, here's the thing. I didn't really want to tell you, because you probably weren't going to like it. But you know what? You came here, we'll let you in. She's probably going to die, so we're going to drop her off and get a reward, and then we're going to leave
Super
before
quick.
she dies.
Very quick.
Because I don't know what's coming out of that head, but I don't want to find out.
Yes. You've.
Scarlet was
I'm very
blown
conflicted.
away by the surgical skill required.
Very conflicted by this.
Precision.
Our bargain was merely to return her. What happens beyond that and before that is none of our concern.
I don't like it, but you are the captain.
Look, if you think you have a way to save her, you're welcome to try it, but don't do it on the boat.
It's called smite.
Oh, by all means, I invite you to, but wait till we drop her off then first. Or you'll have to smite her brother as well, probably.
You do have dispel magic. I don't know if that would do anything.
Not against an aberration. I'm pretty sure she has a demon at her head.
Whatever is inside her skull was put there with expert precision. And sadly, I do not, as the captain said, do not know when it's coming out. And based on what we've seen so far, it's not going to be pretty.
You can always schedule it.
Sure.
Are you within her network?
Ooh! Ooh!
You're a doctor, but did you go to medical school?
Medical what now?
Medical
Love that.
Oh,
Love
where?
that.
It was a web comic I threw in. It's like, oh
yeah.
we're gonna have to amputate. What medical school did you go to? Medical what?
So yes, I went to medical school in Berelia.
Her doctorate is in like environmental studies.
Political science.
University of Arizona in Berelia.
Arizona.
Poli-sci major with a minor in bone saw.
University of Phoenix, Arizona.
Oh Jesus Christ! All right,
Correspondence course.
well, there goes another one of our sponsors for the night. Okay, let's keep on track. So, all right, yeah. You guys go there. You guys.
I'm going to
Go
keep
to
a
the town.
close eye on her the whole
Okay.
rest of the voyage.
Yeah,
Okay.
Actually, on the way there too,
As
I feel like we
character,
kinda
so I have
touched
no
on
idea
it.
What's going on?
but we didn't touch on it too much because she was supposed to have probably been taken by those things,
Mhm.
taken to some other underwater cave, and she's ended up there.
Yeah.
Was it just she didn't remember anything at all? Otherwise, I kind
she-
of want to press her more.
She will tell you that she remembers going into that cave. She remembers darkness. She remembers tentacles. She remembers those fish people. She remembers being underwater. She remembers being in a cage. She remembers a stone giant. And she remembers being traded to the arena for something. The arena handed a long hand, a long stone giant hand who had scars across his head, something, and that she was handed back. She understood that she was being traded, but she didn't understand why. And she tells you she felt like she was in a dreamlike state. She had trouble understanding what was going on.
And the thing that traded her, all she really got from that is tentacles.
Tentacles. That's all she remembers. Tentacles and a voice in her head. She does remember afterwards that she was able to pick up surface thoughts for some reason. Every once in a while when she looks at somebody and she stares hard enough, she can hear their thoughts.
I'll invite her not to stare too hard at me.
Or me.
Must smite the evil aberration. Must destroy
Boiling
evil
under the skin.
boat.
Look, once we turn it in even, go right ahead. We at least gotta find her brother first.
Why? So he could watch.
Yeah, it's right that he would know, don't you think? Her family should know why and what happened.
We should get family consent before we execute any procedures on the patient.
But mostly I just want to make sure we get our reward first.
Oh yeah, we need money.
Or after. Either way is fine.
Sorry, we discussing rewards? Sorry, just passing through. You're talking about here?
I'm going to keep a super close watch on it. It's going to be creepy.
Okay, so
Don't look at me!
how is this different?
It's going to be
Holding like a plank
super
above his-
creepy.
It's like
porthole, and I'm gonna be
Michael Myers
there.
standing in the corner. That's
Nice.
Under 24/7 watch. Fun.
Hey, come here.
Doggy. Careful, doggy.
Oh God. Oh God.
Look out. We good?
You good?
Release free?
No, we're in there. Okay.
Oh, she's going back.
All right. Well, let's take Hannah aboard, or
Okay.
on shore, not aboard,
Ashore.
off board.
Disembark.
Did you say bark?
This time the crew knows what to look for.
We're gonna
so
go in the
hopefully they'll be
dinghy.
better
Dude,
roulets this time.
Put it down and
Fucker.
So you go into the town of Far Shore. You wait there. Choose me a champion for an investigation check.
You want to?
You want a champion for
I can do it.
investigation.
Go, Master Arcanist.
Okay, fine, yeah. Let's just have him do it.
Yeah, we will. Totally will.
Super trained. I bet his is actually probably the same.
13.
Super check.
13. That's good enough. You do eventually are able to locate where
Okay, he's better.
where the
Minus 14,
rope
minus
trick
7.
hole is, because they are hidden. They are obfuscated. The rope and the hole in which it goes.
Wait, is this another invisible chamber hanging in the air?
Yeah, that's what rope trick
Yeah.
is.
So this is like the
Yeah.
way back.
So
Oh!
you gotta find him. So
And I did.
you are
Okay,
able
that takes us
to eventually find the rope
Outside of
trick.
Zombie Village.
As you do, how do you notify him that you are?
Luther! Are you in?
Fireball.
You call out. You do not get
What would happen if you
a
pulled the rope?
response.
Ding dong, ding dong.
You want to try doing that?
Is there a rope?
Can we wait? Yeah, can we
There
see?
is a rope. It is hidden, but you are able to eventually find it.
Yeah, I'm gonna go up and pull on the rope. Like just.
Okay. Roll me. One of you gets to choose an Arcana check, but one of you gets to roll. Who wants to roll it?
Our Master Arcanist.
Yeah, I was gonna say
I'll do
It's a
it.
speciality.
the guy whose job it is.
Okay. All right.
It's 17.
17. As you start pulling on the rope,
Mhm.
You come to the realization that the rope, pulling on it won't do anything, and calling up won't do anything. You have to actually crawl up into the extra-dimensional space. Unless he's looking down, you can't see, but you can't hear past it. It's a hole.
Oh.
It's an invisible hole that sound will not go through. He can see down if he was looking, but you don't know if he's looking or not. But obviously you're here and he's not popping out.
You'll have to climb up.
Okay. I will climb
Well,
up.
one at a time. We can try.
Okay. I will climb up first.
Who's climbing up? Raise your hand. Okay, you two are climbing up.
Mm-hmm.
You climb up the portable hole easily enough. You pop your head in. As you do, you see a tiefling man laying there.
Oh.
He does have an arrow in his gut.
Shit.
It just seems to be laying there. He is unconscious,
But alive.
but he's alive. You think he might have had enough time to climb up here.
Alright, let me do some doctor work on him.
All right.
Medicine check or whatever.
Amputation it is.
Yes!
Amputate his gut, make him shorter, more compact.
I'm not sure,
So,
but I believe this arrow might be a cause of some of his troubles.
Go ahead and roll a medicine check.
Alright.
Usually it's supposed to go through the head when you have together. Birth defect.
What is it?
Oh dear.
Oh! That's a natural one.
Are you a halfling? Or are you a gnome?
I'm a halfling.
Don't you have lucky?
Don't you
Oh,
have the
yeah.
halfling ability? Okay.
Never mind. I'm using a different dice though. Yeah, so I can just ignore ones, right?
You can ignore a one once per
Then I'm
round.
ignoring that one. Per long rest?
Once per round.
Per round.
Oh, good.
Per round,
Oh.
you ignore a one.
Oh, that is a 27.
Okay.
Much better.
As you
Okay.
reach for it, you're about to rip it out. You're like, oh wait, there's barbs.
Yeah.
And you realize, fuck, I've got to push this thing through. So you take some gauze. You're able to put it around the front. You think casting Cure Light Wounds, it's not going to do anything. There's still an arrow in his gut. You're able to then push it through, not hit any vital organs, and push it past the other side, where you have gauze waiting for it to stop any bleeding, and you push the arrow all the way through.
Cool.
Before you get the arrow past where the feathers are, you break off the end.
Oh.
So the feathers don't get stuck inside, and you finish pulling it through. You then are able to cast Spare the Dying or some kind of spell.
I have.
What do you...
I can do Cure Wounds at a 4th level.
Okay, go for it. You get a reroll ones on a heal spell. Remember, my new change for cure wounds
Mm-hmm.
is for the first level you roll 2d8. Then it's
Okay.
1d8 for every level after that.
Oh, okay.
So I'm pumping up the cure ability of cure wounds by a d8.
I thought I had another D8. Oh, I'm looking right at it. So I'll roll the 2d8s for the first level then.
You can roll all of them. I mean, you just gotta reroll ones.
I don't have that many D8s, so I'll just go ahead and do it.
First world D&D problems. No, second world. You don't have enough D8.
That's 10.
Okay.
10 plus, and then the other 4. Oh, that's 20 total.
Wouldn't that be the other 3 you mean?
Oh, I'm sorry. Well, we'll get rid of that one.
Okay.
So that is 19 total.
19. Plus your charisma?
I think charisma's already found. Oh, that is a 23 total.
America. Okay, that's fine. He's technically a NPC anyways. I probably shouldn't have had to roll because it's 4 levels of healing. He's a 7th level character.
That's fine.
You cast it. It. What does your healing look like when you heal?
From yeah, it's gonna. I'll rub my hands together,
Mm-hmm.
and then I'll have it be just kind of like a gold light.
Mm-hmm.
Like this one is probably gonna be a little darker,
Mm-hmm.
but it's gonna be like, and I just kind of like as I'm holding like the gauze and I'm like putting pressure on it and just like moving my hands over the wounds.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it's gonna be gold colored light.
I'm holding him by the head too.
Yeah.
Instead of him just thrashing
Okay.
around.
Yeah, like 2 gold discs. Yeah,
2 gold discs.
like they
Okay.
appear around my hands.
The wounds heal up.
Mhm.
Looks like a wound was never there at all except for the blood and obviously the damage to his clothing and armor.
His spirit.
He does wake up, and he's like, oh. He kind of panics for a second, like half reaches for like his claws. He's like, oh.
Easy friend. Easy friend.
Did they get lost up there?
Oh, that's right.
What are we?
Fine, I hope I'm not. My head pokes through.
What are we? How did I?
Make sure you check
We're
your
in your
scars.
rope trick dimension, my friend. We found you nearly
Oh,
dead.
I made it in.
Oh, he's quite muscly.
I was stuck out here. I was stuck out in the woods late. I was looking for possibly food, waiting for you to come back. And one of them was waiting for me in the day.
One of the merfolk.
Yes.
Should go outside.
He was hiding in the shadows, and he shot me with an arrow. He wasn't alone. I did get clubbed a few times. Eventually, I made it back here. I made it up, but I couldn't. I kept trying to pull it out, and I couldn't, and I eventually passed out. I feel that it was something that's weird with the arrow. It just stayed in me, and it just felt like it was tearing at things, so I tried to pull it out.
It was a barbed arrow. I'll hand it to you to see if you can get anything out of it.
Oh yeah, I can cast identify as a ritual.
The arrow does look barbed. It is an arrow. It's got 4 points. It's jagged, and it does have like literally like barbs all the way down the shaft.
Oh, but nothing else like any magical effects or anything.
No.
Okay.
It does seem like it could have been poisoned. You're uncertain, but it does have like a blackish soot. It could be dried blood. Actually, roll me investigation.
Ooh, that's contact wound.
13.
It could be poisoned. You're not certain, but that could be dried blood. You're uncertain, but definitely the tip looks odd. It's made of some kind of.
Taste it.
You're guessing it's made of some kind of lead. So it's not a very well-made arrow. So, but it's definitely barbed.
Oh, lead arrowhead?
Yeah. Not great. Not great metal. Sharper than wood.
True.
For a while, you know.
Yeah. For one shot. So this is definitely a step above like Stone Age arrow. But it is barbed.
It's a step above bronze.
But you do notice that there's a small, what appears to have been possibly on that broken tip, a small area where there might have been like a rope tied to it.
Oh, wow. Ooh.
So
it's
it's barbed, and they might have tried to pull him in.
Oof.
But it felt like that might have snapped.
Oh. Ugh.
Well, the good thing that we found you when we did. Otherwise, it may have been too late.
What brings you back here? You've been gone for quite some time.
Some good news, actually. You want to follow us back down to the ground? It's safe. There are no enemies around.
But before we move the patient, let me just do a examination of the rest of his body, and I'm going to check.
Oh, okay. Roll me an investigation check.
Just, cursory.
That's fine.
Oh, I don't want to use that one. Oop. That is a 20 total.
Dirty 20. Dirty 20. There does not appear to be a scar across his head.
Good.
Or anywhere else.
Good.
That you can tell.
Okay, no, that's fine.
Yeah. So he appears unmarred outside of his spellbook and some of his belongings. I mean, obviously, like the floor of this chamber, it's like standing in the Matrix. It's just white everywhere. But except for like where there's blood. There's definitely, it's like stepping on like white marble.
Wow.
But it's just white everywhere.
Cool.
Yeah. Kind of like being on the inside of an igloo. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
So I'll give the thumbs up, like, yeah, he's good to move.
All right.
Okay.
But I do have something to tell you later.
What's that?
I have something to tell you later.
What do you have to tell him?
Nothing, don't worry about it. You're fine. His test results came in, and I don't want to tell him.
You can go on along down the road. We'll be along shortly. What did you need to tell me, Scarlet?
So he tries climbing down.
He
falls down.
Catch him.
Roll me an athletics check.
There's nothing. So he's my
17 on the die.
Okay. So you
How
catch
would
him.
you check his skull for scars?
So he's,
scalp or whatever.
as far as they know, he climbs down fine, but he gets like a couple steps down, but then he's lost a massive amount of blood. He's just like,
Oh God!
Oh no!
and he's like a dead rag. Like if you just catch him, he's just like, he's
So, yeah.
unconscious.
We'll come out after him then.
He looks worse than Hannah did.
Catches him, is like, Clue. I didn't do it!
His sister's like, ah!
Calm down!
No, let me handle this.
No. Let me handle this.
Jesus Christ. All right. Eventually, you are able to rouse him. But yeah, he passed out from blood loss. He lost.
I'm gonna surreptitiously. I'm gonna let these two also know. No, at least I didn't see any scar on his scalp.
Okay, I'll let you have it. You've spent enough time. You can let him know.
What?
You probably worked it out ahead of time. Like if we see him with scars, we go. Yeah.
But if there is no scar,
I think everything's fine.
help! I'm okay.
How are you guys doing? All right, that's fine. This subtle crew of pirates. All right.
What's the signal? A big fireball.
The sounds of screaming. That's the signal.
If negotiations break down. So you do. Moving on with story.
Yep.
Yeah. She reunites with her brother. It's a nice, beautiful moment. He's very happy, and he says, "Hannah, we need to get off of this island." And he looks towards your crew, and he says, "Would you be willing to take us aboard? Maybe take us to shore?"
Before we do, Doctor, you should also check her, shouldn't
Well,
you?
there's the first things first.
Scars.
Before we discuss any
You say that out
further
loud?
payments,
Yes.
or further missions, I do believe you promised a reward for the return of your sister.
He pulls out a rope, and he says, I did promise you this. I made it. Yeah, it's yours. I will have to make it later. It is a rope of rope trick. It casts rope trick once a day.
Cool.
I did check her. She has been thoroughly examined.
It does require attunement. Just letting you know.
And is there a command word or anything like that we can, or you figure that out when you attune?
Rope
Presto.
trick.
Whip it good.
You whip it and you say rope trick. And shink. Or activate. Whatever you think.
You
Think of something cool. It'll be that.
Alright.
So we don't need my tiny hut anymore?
Maybe
Of course we
could.
need your tiny hut.
Yay! Snake cuddles!
Where's you gonna sleep?
So,
His arms.
your characters are, what do? You have two characters who would wish to become members of your crew or be dropped off.
Should we
Well,
take a
You
minute
can also
to discuss?
abandon them. Okay with either.
We should take them at least ashore. With their abilities, maybe they can be useful to our crew.
Sharpening my sword.
Yeah,
Does
that
it
might not
need
be
it?
Off the top of my head, there might be other things we might need to consider off the top of my head.
What I roll to see if I get what he's saying.
Roll me an insight check.
Oh my god!
With advantage.
Should I? Okay.
You know, it's just something that's just bursting to get out.
12.
You kind of get it.
So you're saying...
Dog cable.
Oh, hello, doggy. Aw. You shake? Yeah.
Oh,
It's okay.
Yeah, the doggy.
Oh, yeah. All right.
The dog. There we go.
All right.
Wait a minute.
So
Doctor,
while
are
you guys
saying
think about that,
This is... God. So. Let's say that is Plan Z.
Let's just say she might have something else on her mind.
so they're off to the side, like way off to the side, like reuniting, and you guys are just sitting here in a little huddle, like.
Smite the aberration.
It's not an aberration yet.
If you like, you can do it now. We can offer her brother a ride for another reward.
Now, I do like what the captain is saying, and
I don't.
my doctor's
It
teachings.
might be contagious.
That's what I'm also thinking.
It would be more prudent and less messy to try to neutralize it before smiting is needed.
According to my hippopotamus oath,
I can neutralize it.
Smiting already needed.
Very good. Again, Plan Z. Let's think about Plan A first.
I don't know if there's a way to remove the thing from her brain. At least nothing I studied at in school.
Remember those skulls we saw?
So, with that,
Exactly.
she's not coming. If you wish to tell her, brother, be my guest. But otherwise, we'll leave them here.
At least the infection would be well, actually, we don't know that.
I will tell him.
This will be fun.
It'll be good for us.
Before that,
This is evil and hell.
does identify only work if I have an object on hand, or could I cast on something that, like, I could sense but not necessarily be able to see or touch?
Yeah, it requires touch. You have to put your hands on it.
Shoot.
Go touch her head.
My mind to your mind.
Let me look at identify.
Try it.
Whoa.
I definitely wouldn't mind studying.
Okay, the
After
spell
she-
identify. You choose an object that you must touch. It's an object. It's an object. Yeah, sorry.
How good of a surgeon are you, Doctor?
I am the best.
Could you make a decision to find this thing in her head so that we can reach it?
Fear is the final word you were looking for.
Yes, in this general area, within 2 square meters. It would definitely be something I could perform. However, I cannot guarantee the life of the patient, depending on, of course, how much this thing has, I assume, eaten her brain, or is what it's wrapped around.
Given the alternative, that would be preferable, perhaps.
And she's a tiefling, right?
Yeah.
Oh, so I assume their brains are same size as a human's brain. So are we talking cantaloupe?
Does she look like she's withering or decaying or?
No. Roll me a perception check.
Hard part might be convincing her brother that's what we're doing.
17.
She seems in good health. A little pale, a little pinker. She was normally red. She's a
And
little pink.
offer to give it a shot.
But maybe that's just the light. Maybe it's just because she's been below deck. Maybe it's because she's been in a cave for a while.
Condition of the offer.
Her brother's definitely redder than she is.
And then I assume you and Mr. Smoot here will ensure that whatever is taken out of her brain is then killed, if successful.
Absolutely.
Even if not successful.
Oh, yes, if the inevitable were to happen that she were to perish under my knife scalpel?
No matter what comes out.
What did I bring with me? I got a rusty
knife.
spoon.
Let me see. Proper to scalpel sounds like the right word.
I did go to med school. Yes.
Pterodon.
Yeah, I went to...
Wait a minute. Out of character. What if I just mind spiked it out of her head?
Oh my god.
For Mind Spike, you do have to see it.
So you gotta look
Quick
way
guess.
deep up the nose.
Because Mind Spike says sight, right?
Is it sight? You reach into the mind of one creature you can see. Okay, yeah, so I would have to actually see the thing.
Yeah.
Oh my
It's also psychic damage, right?
Yeah, should be.
Okay.
Double check.
That
3d8
thing
psychic
is not
damage.
getting aboard.
Oh no.
No question.
I am of the school of thought to leave it here. I do not want to have to perform another surgery. But as I will point this out, though, I don't think it should be me who have. Well, actually, no. I would need someone else's help convincing him to operate on her, and convincing her to let the operation happen.
I believe I could assist you with that. Worst case scenario,
She dies.
doesn't work. Best case scenario, we solidify 2 allies who could potentially further help us on this rather dreadful island we're still upon.
And either way, your oath would be satisfied. You could strike out evil, and you would get paid up
I'm
front.
protecting the crew.
You would be protecting the ship. You would get paid, and I'd get part of that payment. So,
And you get practice.
If
Much needed practice.
as my professor said at the university, it's what we need to do. Is practice. Amputation.
if you do it, whether she lives or not, we should require the brother join us. If she lives and she's not going to have her head explode, then she can come too, but up to him if we operate or not. Or if you operate, rather.
I'm perfectly fine doing whatever is necessary.
You wanted to join our crew as payment for us
Yes.
performing surgery?
Yes. If it works.
Successful or not.
option. And if it's
I like
not,
this. I like
well,
that this deal's
would
working
she
out
rather
very
die? Or would he rather stay here with her? That's fine. Not doing anything harmful to him. It's where he is now.
Oh, I am so gonna talk to him.
well. Oh, you want to wait?
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yes, I do.
Okay.
Oh dear.
Very well. Then let's go.
What was
up
his
to
name again?
Smoke, let him know.
Uther.
Uther Drydale.
Uther. Let's take a walk.
Oh, that's pretty.
It's a lot nicer here than I thought.
It's a window. It's a live window.
You say, all right, I'm willing to go. I can't walk very far. I get very lightheaded right now.
That's fine. We just need to get out of earshot.
All right.
He laughs a little.
Something I need to tell you about your sister.
I understand that she is beautiful.
She has an aberration in her brain.
Beautiful, you say? I hadn't noticed.
He actually starts talking for a little bit about I know how you like my sister.
Oh, she's
beautiful.
She
I'm
is.
sure you're into that, but
I
she's
am.
pure and trying to what? She's he's like an auto repeat, and then all of a sudden he's like, what?
He's had to say this a lot before.
Roll me a persuasion.
I saw you steal that.
13.
It's not bad.
I'll stock some.
So he does. So that's why he does continue on for a little bit, and then he's like, "What?"
Because I want one later.
She has an aberration in her skull.
Can you emphasize when you say aberration? You mean
On our travels, we have seen skulls that have exploded from the inside. And they all have the same surgical scar that she has. When I do detect for evil, she has specifically an aberration in her skull.
what is detective? Is this a power you possess?
Correct.
He knows magic, doesn't he?
Yeah, he's a wizard.
Oh, okay.
I'm a wizard. The divine is beyond me. Or the infernal. Regardless of my abilities.
This aberration is separate from her. She has something in her skull. It needs to come out.
How do you want to... how can you... In her skull, how do you take something out of someone's skull? Normally when something's in somebody's skull, you want it to stay in there, right? I'm not a doctor, but...
Do you want an aberration? Which is usually some form of demon or devil. Some unnatural creature.
How would we get it out? I see the scar.
We have a surgeon.
Who? Oh, the one that took the arrow out of me.
Correct.
Oh, she's openly flirting.
Are you in the distance?
No, I'm semi-close. Hello. Once he was talking about how hot his sister is.
Wait, he walked
Oh,
off
you're
in the
feeling
distance.
it.
So you followed them as they went to the tree
Hey, he
line?
mentioned how hot his sister was. I kept going, yeah.
It needs to come out of her. Dial it back. Needs to come out of her skull.
Yeah, he's good looking, so is she. Heck yeah.
He's gonna start thinking about it. Roll me a persuasion check with advantage.
12.
Thank you for the kisses. Thank you.
I don't want her to get hurt. I don't want her to die.
She may be dead already.
If you cut into her skull, I want to be there.
Agreed.
All right.
If that aberration comes out,
What to do?
I need to smite it.
I have no issue with that as long as it's out of her skull. So who...
You will get it out, one way or another.
Yep. Wow.
Could it kill her? Could you... I've heard that wizards can bring... That clerics can bring people back from the dead. Can you bring people back from the dead? If she was to die?
Oh, we had a scroll of that.
I can't. We do have members of our crew that can.
Can they be ready in case? I don't have any money or gold on me, but I'd be willing to pay.
So, hang on. If she doesn't have a brain anymore, can she be brought back from the dead?
He doesn't know that. He doesn't know what's going on. He just knows that it's a risky surgery. You're pulling something out of her brain.
Oh, so we could bring her back alive, but she'd be like a vegetable.
Actually,
If she didn't have a brain.
I'm more on board.
He has no medicine. He just knows that clerics can do this.
Yeah, so I could see.
Of course, we will have a cleric ready.
All right. All right. If that's the cost of getting on your ship, then I will pay it. I would owe you. Yeah, anything to get off this island. It was a terrible idea to come here. I thought going to Longshore, to Farshore, we would finally be free of the Majocracy and what people thought of us, what we looked like.
What do you know about flying ships?
Flying ships of the Majocracy.
Yes.
Oh, I was a pilot back in my day.
Oh, nice!
I'm not really good with these land boats, but I do know how to operate.
That's wonderful. Oh, that's character. Oh.
I mean, I spent time in the Royal Majocracy Navy. That's how I earned money so that we could get out.
I have a proposition for you.
Oh, he's an officer, you say?
It was an officer. He said a flight. He could fly. Yes.
Still turned on. I mean, it's gonna happen.
Supposedly, on this island, there is
Or snakes.
a crashed flying ship.
Man and snakes.
Not this island, the larger island.
It hasn't been recovered.
No. Supposedly.
Normally they recover it. They find it through the black box. It's a specific box. It looks a very specific way so they can scry upon it. That's
I bet
interesting.
it's black.
Should we find this, would you be able to help pilot?
I mean, if it was operable, it depends if the sky engine was still working. It's what makes it fly. I don't know how to build one, but I do know how to power it and how to fly the ship.
Excellent.
I would need another wizard. I'm not strong enough to fuel it myself.
Points to him in the distance.
Yep.
Oh, that guy? Oh.
Hello!
I see them
I assumed he
talking.
was a wizard. I mean, he did. He does have the book. He does have the look. He is.
He's very pale.
So the Majocracy looks. I could tell from the accent. Yes, ma. Oh no! You actually have a. Do you have a Varisian accent or do you have a Majocracy accent? So you were from Varisia, but you were trained in the Majocracy.
Yeah, so I probably have those accents that kind of blends between the two.
Yeah, like a weird blend between the two.
Been
It's
there
like,
just long enough. It's
is he
starting
French
to talk
or
like
English?
Yeah.
You know, it's like that kind of like okay.
Neither.
All right.
All right. If you save my sister and she lives, I will teach you and I will help you fly this ship. Though I would warn you, the Majocracy guards that technology with great avarice.
Of course.
But I would owe you her life, and that is owing you mine.
Excuse me.
Sure. Let's
Okay.
do it.
And we walk back to the group. Captain.
Can I talk to my sister?
Oh, go ahead. We have some conferring.
Perhaps don't tell her about the aberration in her skull.
Oh, no. I'll just let her know she's sick.
She's got a
Cancer.
It's a tumor.
Thunker
The one time you want cancer instead of an aberration.
Oh, thank God it's
Full
cancer.
cancer.
Oh, okay.
Our friend was a pilot of a sky ship,
Well, that's intriguing.
and if we save his sister, he will help us
Make
teach us how to fly.
And if we don't?
Yeah, what was it if he did?
The sister has to survive. I didn't say what kind of survival. I feel a little bad about that.
Do what I can.
And I get to smite whatever comes out.
Don't get me wrong, Smoot. I'm all aboard your plan, but seems awfully underhanded of you.
I feel bad.
I'm proud of you.
I'm doing it to protect the crew.
Yeah, Scarlett's gonna totally do that, yeah. Reach up and try to...
Stop poking my belly.
So she is going to live through this? Or what's our guarantee?
No guarantee.
Alright. Well, good enough for me. Worst case, she's down her sister, I guess.
Alright. Surgery. Not
Nice.
on the boat.
Get the cleric back from the ship by taking Jace back, or
Yeah, you can keep Jace on you if you want.
okay.
He could be the guy you're trying to level up.
I say because the cleric, because the dwarf has the
Someone has to get
spell.
Grenadier.
Who wants to grab that character card?
I can run back and...
Isn't he a part of the medical team?
He is now.
Yep.
Technically he is, yes. He's my...
Moonlighting on the medical team.
So is he helping you? with
Yeah,
the surgery?
I'll have to go to the ship and get him, but yes.
Okay.
Prepare for surgery.
Wait, you're not. Okay, I figured you'd do it back at the ship. What? Was there another option?
We're not, we can't do this.
No, we don't want to bring them on the ship
Yeah.
until
We don't know what's coming out
So
of
the
that.
idea, I'm
He's
thinking,
got a rope trick, and it's way cleaner up there than it is on the
that's
ship.
what I was thinking.
Oh, okay. There is a rope trick currently up. It's once per day.
That's
So
up.
you guys either have to wait a day or just do it up there.
We're going to do
Do
it
it
up
up
there.
there.
Okay. Do you have your
Saw that
surgical
blood
tools
everywhere.
on you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I have those on me all the time. I just need to go
Okay.
get... I need to
Okay.
drop Quill Sharpener off and get the cleric. Hi, puppy girl.
Okay.
Do I have
yeah.
time to grab them and spend the day?
Yeah,
Cool.
yeah, you're fine.
Hey, girl.
It's only noon. So you were warned that there were some
Find
that
the
were lingering around.
Dwarf card in there.
My girl.
Wherever
Just in case, and all the people that are out and casting water breathing on us.
Sit.
Casting water breathing on you? Yeah, it lasts for what, 8 hours?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, it's 24 hours.
There's a rock.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you got that once per day,
the
just
there
water
we
breathing.
go, yeah.
Yep.
Gremlin.
So
I
I
believe you get to
alleviate the fear of drowning at least. For at least a day, if nothing else.
So
And it's
5
what, 8
cure
people?
wounds.
10 people.
So if we need to drown the sister, we're going to have to wait 24 hours.
Drown the sister?
You don't have to drown her. You got a sword. It's fancy.
I have a gun.
For the surgery?
Oh, I forgot
Yeah,
one
that's
more
fucking-
tool for my surgery.
Cast gun.
Now we implant the
Only if you
bullets.
roll a 1.
Well, this isn't going the way I thought.
One of those low-end things you do the
I'm
hard
sorry,
things.
I'm
Somehow
sorry,
it works,
I'm
but
sorry,
it's
Spoon, I
your
just can't.
Are you trying to play Russian roulette with a musket?
Bang! You can't give me 20 minutes.
It always goes off.
The key is to not go first.
See? She never loses.
Dealer's right.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
I just keep
Last man standing
Okay.
wins.
Somebody, so use the rope trick. Somebody paint me the scene. What do you do? How do you prepare? What do you have in your hand? Who's
Okay,
where?
so the dwarf is with me now. We are gonna get all our equipment up there. We're probably gonna have to get a table.
You'd have to bring a table back with you.
Yeah.
You have them on the ship. You can
Was
bring
that
it.
a
Oh,
table
that's-
and a rope trick?
Isn't it? I thought it made
No.
any room you wanted it to make.
No, that is the tower spell or private sanctum.
We're by that town, right? Can we forage for like furniture?
There, it's all like rotted. It's been up to the elements. The only room that was nice was his, And that one didn't have a table. It had like a bed and a treasure, like a chest.
Just go break
then,
into that one
in that
guy's
case,
tower again.
I would say just take everything out of my surgeon's cabin. I have a table in there, and then I would say then go to his bedroom, to rip up that blanket into bandages. Then we're also gonna need
Well, some water.
Right. I
very,
got
very clean water.
Tensor's floating disc. There's your operating table.
There you go.
That
That's a
works.
ritual. You can do it.
Yeah.
Good. And then I need bandages. Lots of bandages and very clean water.
You have a medical kit that comes with it.
Good. I'm gonna need more bandages. Yeah, and if someone could bring me clean water, so like if someone could bless the water too to make sure it stays clean.
Oh, yes.
Do you
Yeah,
have
beautiful water.
ceremony?
You're gonna put blessed water on the tiefling.
Not prepared.
Just to whatever keeps it clean.
I will rule that your cleric would have it.
Okay, then yeah, he'll just do it quick, just to clean it. Doesn't have to be special water.
I'll give you a 50-50. Even
Purified
even,
water,
even he
basically.
has it, odd he doesn't.
Let's go even. He does.
Even. Okay. He has ceremony, that's how you create holy water.
Good. So it'll be clean.
Ooh, I like that. Holy water on aberration.
Yeah. So hopefully
Can't hurt.
it'll be clean.
Do like the trick where you like drip it in to try to force it out. Those bugs and like when it's in ears and stuff.
That's right. Yeah. Don't they also do that where they cover it in Vaseline and like the bugs?
It's for
suffocate?
Cuteribus, and those are
Oh.
disgusting.
Yeah, they are. Anyway, so yeah, I will. What I'll probably do myself is I'll probably strip down to a very loose or very nice, like, or very not
Bikini.
nice, very plain clothing.
Okay.
Very simple, rough spun, but it's very I you know.
Yeah. There's
no
nothing
sleeves.
loose.
Yeah, no sleeves, no loose, and I'll have him do the same thing.
Yeah,
And-
like I'll be joining you likewise. No robes or anything.
Yeah,
Just
we'll be in scrubs.
plain-
You need extra light?
He-
Here, let me
Even
activate my
he'll
sword.
he'll even tie back his beard.
Yeah, he'll tie back his beard. I'll tie back my hair, whatever.
And
Yeah,
it's-
I'll use your sword. You can be there. Your sword is light.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Just, you know.
But I'll lay out all my tools and we'll get ready. And we'll make sure she goes to sleep or whatever we can do to knock her out.
Okay.
One force.
Extreme alcohol poisoning.
I don't have the sleep spell. That would have been perfect.
Knocking her out.
I have Song of Rest, but I don't think that would. Could suggestion make her go to sleep?
No. But
Command would.
you could try to knock her out. You do have things like ether,
Yeah.
so you do have a little bit of that. You could try chloroforming her or something.
I have the spell command.
You can use that to help.
Sleep.
The sugar one?
Okay.
A throwback, I'm sorry, yes.
So I will. How
There's
about
regular
this?
as well.
I'll take a throwback, too.
Johnny first.
Of course.
Yeah. Because he likes me better.
You have a little bit of kind of like some light ether.
Good.
Right.
Okay. Excellent.
You have
The
the
stuff you wanna
suggestion
use.
spell, and you have the command spell.
Okay.
So I will let you roll a medicine check with advantage because you've suggested her. You're getting sleepy. When I do this, you'll get sleepy. The ether helps.
Yeah.
You have the command sleep. So
I'm not holding it. So with advantage, you said?
with advantage
Medicine check?
to knock her out.
Time for go to bed.
Wow. I wrote the same thing on both.
Good, bad, what?
Oh, it's good. It's good. That is a 23.
23. That's perfectly fine. She is out. You are able to bind her down,
Good.
to hold her down.
Good.
You can now roll a. I'm going to do a series of checks.
Because I
Okay.
got Tensor's floating disc to bring her up level to whatever height you need her at.
That far off again.
Like on the floor.
Yeah.
So who is with him?
I am.
Yeah.
I'm providing
Heat,
light
light.
/ smite.
Some assistance.
I'm outside watching.
Total assistance from the dwarf.
No brother. Family's not present during surgery.
Yeah. He'll. Let's
He
have a
has to be
count.
present.
He has to be present.
Can he go
That was his
outside?
deal.
Oh.
Then how big is this room?
It's enough to fit a full party.
Okay, so
So I'll
then
go
let's.
see if Freya needs to go.
You can
now.
fit
Oh, that's a
6
good
people.
idea. I was gonna say, can your character
leash
just?
is over
yeah.
there.
Go ahead and throw a leash on.
Can
on
your
Freya.
character like hold the brother back just in case?
I'll make him stay out. Well, no,
he has,
he's
he
gonna
has
have
to.
to
He
be
has
in
to be in the
there.
room.
Yeah,
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, sure. I'll stay in there and watch
Okay.
him.
I'll keep that in mind.
You can wrap around him to bind
The
him.
cliff is on the other end, Tom.
Ah, okay.
That doesn't go
Freya?
right.
I was like,
outside?
How does this work?
Yeah, just go ahead and go ahead and take her out the front.
I'm outside? Oh,
She hates leashes. I don't know why.
Oh, okay.
She loves walks, but she hates leashes.
Yeah.
Actually, that's not a bad thing. That's something you can work on.
No king shaming.
Okay. But that's my king.
King shaming? Nice.
You're into what? Missionary?
Okay.
Monster.
So, we'll do this. First, roll me an Arcana check.
We get all this done. Guys, you know this isn't gonna work.
Right as I figure out this is a stupid idea.
Scarlet leaning over, go, what?
Nat 20!
Guys, you know this isn't gonna work.
I just remembered a book that I read a long time ago.
The Arcana will allow you to do things like cast light, to provide good light, things like that.
So then have your. You can turn off your sword then.
Oh, and it's not turned off.
Oh, but we don't need it for light. You can use it for whatever you need to use it.
Steady on, Smoot. I will request for your assistance when the time is
Held
ready.
action.
Roll me a religion check.
Oh, it is a thing.
8.
Oh
my God.
Okay. You don't hinder, but you don't help either. Okay. So 2 successes from him. First thing I'm going to need from you is medicine check.
Okay.
You have advantage because the dwarf is assisting you.
Excellent. Good.
Roll high.
So, do I need to describe what I think I'm doing?
Roll first, and we'll see how you describe that.
Okay.
This isn't the absolute check. This is the mental check first.
That is a 23.
23. Okay. With the medicine check,
Mm-hmm.
you're able to prep her just right. She's ethered. She's tied down. You're certain where you need to go. That's your where you think it might be in the brain.
Yeah.
So you don't think you're digging in from the wrong side.
No. And I've cut her hair away or whatever.
Yeah, maybe you've shaved away her hair. That's the medicine part.
Gotcha. Good. Okay.
Next is the doctor's steady hand.
Oh Jesus.
Tell me what you roll before you add your totals.
Because he has light,
Yeah.
you have advantage. Your hands are steady and you have plenty of light.
Okay.
It's just in the right place.
Advantage, you said?
Yeah.
That's an 11. Hold on. And I rolled a 1. So as my medical.
You get to once per round. Reroll.
Okay, it was an 11 before the totals.
Okay.
Okay. So that is an 18 total.
18. Okay. That's a success.
Oh my gosh.
You have now cut open the side of the temple to the skull. You do notice that parts of the skull have been cracked. You are able to get in there with some kind of appendage, some kind of metal rods, and you're able to get them like crowbars almost, but they're clean.
Yeah.
And you're able to pull the skull back a little bit.
Jesus.
As you open it, and it's not that hard because it has been freshly broken.
Yeah.
It hasn't fully healed. You're basically just re-pulling it open. As you're re-pulling it open, it's like you grab it and you pull it. Like you have to break around where the calcium has re-healed.
Yeah.
It looks like literally somebody has carved a box into her skull as you've removed the flesh from the side. You pull it across. She does not wake during the procedure.
Good.
That was the other part of it.
Oh.
So it's not cracked like it's coming out, it's just cracked from when it was previously
Cracked, but then it's healed.
Okay.
So you've had to break
it
around where it's on that. And she literally take out, as you've cut like this.
Yeah.
You had to cut across because you're not quite as good as he is, even with your roll.
Yeah.
But you were able to fold it back.
Yeah. It's open it.
And you take out a square hub, like a cork, of her skull, and you set it on top of the floating disc.
Yep. Yeah.
Mature warning for this episode, if you're queasy at all.
Next, roll me a investigation check. Because of the light, and you're assisted,
Hang on.
you get advantage.
Okay.
Hang on, let me check something.
Yeah. I'm describing this as we do it.
crap. Never mind.
Nothing?
I was hoping that I had some sort of thing to
How'd it go?
give you a plus
Oh,
4.
we are still in the thick of
plus
it.
D4 for a
Cut
roll
open her
that-
skull. That's a
That's a cantrip. The only thing you do like enhance ability.
And I got the blast does it for attacks.
Yeah,
and-
attack saving
and
throws.
saving throws.
So, all right, this is an investigation check. You get advantage still.
Does anyone have guidance?
Nope.
Nope.
Dang it. No, let go.
That's a
Let go.
15.
Okay, my jacket.
15 plus 7. That is a
22.
22.
22, very successful. So with the light
Yeah.
and with your investigation, you take what appears to be some tongs. And you kind of reach in, you kind of use them as kind of like a feeler.
Oh, God.
You're kind of pushing around like the brain a little bit in different
Yeah.
parts. Until eventually, as you push around and you kind of like move some things,
Oh, jeez.
you eventually, you notice brain is kind of like this spongy material.
Yeah.
There's a lot of blood, but the dwarf is busy kind of like using like control like water, and he's like
Yeah, he's moving it aside.
very difficultly like focusing on like keeping it from spraying out, and he's using his curing abilities to keep the wounds from bleeding profusely. That's what he's focusing on.
That's fine.
As you're starting to poke at the brain,
Mhm.
all of a sudden a spot by the brain goes jiggle, jiggle, jiggle.
Ooh,
What?
For you?
the box.
The box.
Oh, so shove that.
You kind of poke again. Jiggle, jiggle, jiggle. Eventually, you notice it's not a piece of the brain, but it's something that's like wrapped around pieces of the brain.
Oh, God.
It's not attached. It seems to be wrapped around, and it seems to move like a worm with two arms, two little arms
Okay.
on the sides and the back. It starts to crawl around the side of the brain, and eventually it kind of pokes its head towards you with its worm-like head. It has one little mouth, like, and you hear the. And all of a sudden, 3 green eyes open up.
Jesus.
2 on the side,
One in the middle.
1 in the middle. And it looks up at you and it's like,
Scarlet, can you grab it by its head? Keep it from moving.
Grab it. Grab it.
I try to grab it, yeah.
okay. This is going to be an initiative check.
An initiative?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
You versus the monster.
Do we all roll initiative?
I'll catch it with my fire sword.
Wham! I hit the skull.
Did I get it? Smite!
Close. The team
You're just throwing everything.
Red explore.
What am I? Just normal, straight up, right?
Dexterity. It's your initiative.
That's a 13 without adding.
Okay, what?
Okay. So 16 total.
You're quicker than it is. It was about to dodge behind maybe the other side of the head. You're not sure.
Ew!
You know, around where the areas
Gross.
where it's used to. You think of this thing as used to just moving around her skull.
Yeah, swimming around.
Yeah.
It's fluids.
So you can try it out with the snippers.
Can't be much of her left.
Roll me an attack roll.
Stir it up.
You can use dexterity instead of strength. Actually, I prefer you use dexterity instead of strength.
I would love
to-
to use
to
that.
catch it.
So would this be like a dex saving throw or just a
No, this
straight
would be
up
an
dex?
attack roll.
Just straight up dex. Okay.
Yeah, like attack roll, but you can use dexterity.
Okay. That's a 13 without adding. Or I mean with adding, sorry. It's 11 without adding.
I got a 17.
That is a 17. Is that total what I get or can I
That's replacing the
That
die.
is treat it like an unarmed strike. So what's your bonus for unarmed strike?
Oh, to hit is a plus 5.
Yeah, so you would add 5 to 17.
Oh, so that's a 16 total, 11 without. So
That's
you still want to give me the portent?
Seems pretty good. Maybe we don't need it just yet.
That's fine. So 16 total.
16 total. The defense was 16.
Oh God.
It's dexterous. And it's got a lot of cover.
Oh yeah!
It's almost got full cover.
We
You
Show
don't
us
have that much brains.
That's not full cover. Let me show you.
You can definitely open that up.
Oh, yeah. I'll get it out.
I call this the
That's
bunker
not
buster.
cover. That's concealment.
As you have the force, like as it looks at you with these 3 green eyes, like, you don't even hesitate. You're like, you grab it and you start pulling. I need a strength check to try to rip it out of the skull before it grabs on.
It's a 19 total.
Nice.
All of a sudden, you're like,
Oh, I hope
I have one more check. It is an athletics check as it's flipping around in this damn thing,
Oh god.
trying to get out.
Okay. Athletics, you say?
Yeah.
That is an 11 without adding.
Make it a 17.
That's a 17. I rolled a 17. I got 20 total.
That slippery motherfucker almost goes out, but you're like,
Thank you, Johnny.
it's like,
Yes.
all of a sudden, it's
God
you
damn
see
it,
what
Trevor,
appears
help
to be
me!
a weird tadpole-like creature with little legs out of the side, little legs out of the front, kind of like little flippers, and 3 green glowing eyes, and 1 screaming mouth. It's like a little It's like a little satanic sperm.
Hold it still.
Just toss it at him like a pitch.
Wait. Okay, now can I identify it?
You can only do objects. You can't do creatures.
Can't do creatures.
Mind
Do
spike.
creatures. You could mind spike it.
I don't know. It lives on a brain.
I mean, it's not gonna tell me anything. It's just an
Nope.
attack.
Just
So
roll
now
away.
that you're looking at it, though, you can try to identify the creature.
Would that be a Arcana check?
I think it would be because I don't think knowledge planes is a thing anymore.
Yeah.
No.
There's no general knowledge?
You do get religion, so you can roll me religion again. You do get advantage because you had a previous roll. You get just straight arcana.
Straight Arcana, okay.
It's kind of weird. There's not just a straight knowledge roll. I guess it's intelligence check.
It's broken down a little bit. History incorporates a lot. Arcana incorporates a lot.
11.
11.
22.
It's definitely an aberration. You're
Yep.
certain.
22.
22. You've never seen a. Let me see.
Is there a file that says its name?
Yeah, actually, there's a.
Hold still.
It's okay.
It's on the
You
tip.
got
of
your
my
17 strength. You got a nice firm grip on it.
Ooh.
Scarlet, no!
It's not a shake weight.
It's time for a workout.
Yes, it is.
thumb. Okay,
Put your finger on the hole.
you've never seen an aboleth this small before. Aboleths, from what you've learned, you know before, are planar creatures. They're psychic in nature. They control other creatures psychically. They normally live beneath depths. They're believed to be one of the oldest races. And they are intelligent. They all seem to share the same memory.
It's seen our faces.
Oh, God.
Shit.
I immediately turn it to everyone.
Some kind of Borg. That makes sense.
Another Star Trek reference.
Nerds.
On a show called The Enterprise? Fuck you.
What?
Forget that noise.
Okay, this is all happening in a second. Everyone roll me initiative and tell me what the hell you're going to do.
God damn it.
Do you need a better initiative? I don't have
Well,
a...
hang on. Let's see what everybody else's initiative is.
Who wants to do the
Oh, right!
Hold on. Who wants to do the poll?
It's somewhere. This might just be a single round, so it's.
Oh,
not too
okay.
bad.
I got 17 total.
11.
Yeah, no, 10's my high.
Want to switch?
We're gonna switch.
You can switch with me.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
First
Top of the
we'll switch
initiative.
if you want.
You go faster than it. So.
Damn it.
Sure you want to still use that dice app?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
12.
Your first attack misses.
Oh, speaking of which.
How about 17?
The AC is 16.
Woo! Smite at level 2.
Yes.
Okay, that would be 3d8 extra damage. It's not a devil and it's not undead.
48 plus 2d6.
Happy the Aboleth.
Right?
Yeah.
Abby Normal was its name.
The fire is half.
Okay.
Who stole the submarine? Someone named
So if you want just roll
N.
1d6
Gwynn.
for the fire. Now it's your call.
So it's 21 for just the D8s.
Okay.
And 2 for the single D6. So 23 points of damage.
23 points of damage. You slay it.
Blech.
It only had 16 hit points.
Splat!
AC was 16 hit points?
Yeah, it's
Nice.
it's a baby. It's a
Alright. It's a
it's,
puppy?
it's a diminutive aboleth.
It was a puppy aboleth?
Yes. You killed,
Wow.
You killed a puppy aboleth.
I don't know this.
Now we know.
This is why I brought the gun!
In a single shot.
So what does that look like? How do you slay the aboleth?
Cauterize the infection.
As he's holding it up, the sword just goes in this fiery arc and right down the middle.
And it just
It blows up in this divine light.
nice. There's nothing but ash left.
Very cool.
Okay.
Scarlet, the patient.
Her head is still open. His brother's like,
I'm gonna run back and then
Yeah.
patch that up, and I'll have Gremrin help me.
you rolled good enough. It just take minor healing and you can heal the skull.
That's fine.
At this point, you can try to heal her skull.
Yeah, that's what we're gonna do.
Okay. Roll me a medicine check to see if you leave a scar.
It's in the shape of SM.
S and M?
No, just
I was saying,
SM.
is that why she's getting scars? Is she getting marks?
What was that? Medicine?
Yeah.
14 total.
Okay. Well, you don't tag her, so that helps.
Not in so many words, anyway.
Yeah. No, that's fine. 14's great. That's an average. That's a good roll. It's above a difficult challenge.
Woo!
And at this point, you've done all the challenging part. You're just putting the pieces back in, flipping back over the skin, cleaning it with holy water, and then you are.
Surgeon now.
Sticker.
You spit on your hand and then you heal.
Put a sticker over it.
She gets a sticker and a sucker.
Okay. She has a bandage
When
on
she
the side
wakes
of her
up.
head, but you've healed.
She's still pretty.
Yes.
We'll see what wakes up.
Okay.
Yeah, that's not gonna be fun.
She's gonna be out for a few. She's gonna be out for. Somebody roll me a D. Someone roll me a D6.
Johnny first, and we'll just go around. We're rolling random stuff.
2.
Okay. She'll be out for 2 hours.
What time is it?
It is at this point. It is 4 p.m.
All right, let's break for tea.
I'll inform the rest of the crew when I...
So that
Garnered.
means 6. It gets dark around 7.
Yeah. She's unconscious. We can move her, right?
Yes, we can. If you can keep her on that disc, that might be the best way to float her
How
out.
long's that disc last?
I think only an hour. Okay.
Oh, never mind.
I mean, I can cast it, yeah.
Oh, then let's do that. If you can
Yeah,
cast
it lasts an hour.
if you can do it as a ritual, that'd be fine.
So, Scarlet, would you certify her as aberration-free?
Let me just finish the paperwork.
Or would you, Mr. Snoot?
Aberration has been removed. I cannot
I
attest
don't
to
have
its
that spell
destruction.
prepared today.
You only got the divine sense one. That's about it.
Which isn't going to help
At
me.
least that one's out of her head.
Captain, Dr. Mr. Smoot. That aberration was an infant version of an aboleth. They are a psychic race. They have a collective memory. So,
Like the Borg.
The what?
I'm not familiar with your brilliant
What family is that?
ancestry.
They're from Southern Brilliant. Lots of inbreeding.
The important point here being that it probably knows us now. We have sort of a hive mind.
Stanley?
Meaning that they've not only seen us now, but all our past encounters with other such infected beings. Probably know us quite well by now.
So, shall we take the patient to the ship and leave? I don't think I want to be here for sundown tonight.
Not for sundown.
If they've been doing this for a reason, they're probably not going to be too happy we undid any of it.
Or that we even discovered it could be undone.
That is valuable information. Yes, and I would like to get out of my scrubs.
Have another change of clothes on hand, please, first.
Run for the ship!
How do you
Always
feel, Luther?
ruining.
How's Uther doing?
He's just sitting here pale like, is my sister dead?
We'll find out eventually.
He just seems to be surprised. He seems to trust you more now that you said something was in her head. So obviously something was there.
And we
screaming with glowing green eyes, so... It was about the size. It was about a foot long, if that gives you an idea. It was decent.
So like a shakeweed.
How much of her brain was left?
It was
It was all there. It's just like it was like living in her head.
It was like living in the folds and between the skull and the actual brain.
I hope she was a
Think of it
sorcerer
kind of
and not a
like
wizard.
having like the body of like a squid. It could probably squeeze in there.
Yeah. So
Because there's a little bit of space between your brain and the skull. Not a lot, but enough
It
that...
became the blood brain.
What's weird is if it moved, you would feel that. You'd be like,
Yeah, that's what I was picturing. I was like, you can see it under the
yeah.
Okay.
inside.
So,
Shall we
Brainwave.
move?
Yeah, we're moving. Back
Yep.
to the ship.
Yes, I'll do Tensor's floating disc again.
Gremlin, my tools.
Carry her along on that.
I'm going to need a... How are you going to expedite you getting to shore within the hour? So, like you're carrying up some people and some stuff. So, like, just some checks.
Tensor's disc with
Tensor's disc. So, roll me an Arcana, and somebody roll me a Survival, and then somebody roll me an Athletics.
I got athletics.
Using my
Who's
last
doing-
portent because it's slightly better.
Wait, hold on.
It's
Nope.
16 for Arcana.
16 for Arcana. That is a success.
That's a 24 on athletics.
I'll do
That
survival.
is 2
Please
successes.
That is a 6 on survival.
That is -1 success. I only required 2 out of 3.
Oh God.
Yeah, you can hit her and help. She keeps falling down because she's in these weird scrubs and she's like just not used to running around in
just
them.
fling her over my shoulder and
Yeah, eventually.
I wanted to go
After
nude!
she's fallen down like 3 times, you just like
I pick her up by the back of her.
Shove her in a bag of holding.
Like a toddler.
Have her right in my
Like
head.
a toddler in overalls. You just pick them up by the back.
exactly.
then you're just running your legs.
Yeah.
I wanted
I'm
to be naked.
helping. Yeah. Okay.
Damn you!
Okay. So you successfully get back to the ship in time. It is starting to slowly get dark. You disembark and start
Cast
heading
off. Hoist the sails.
I
So
think that's seen in So do we
Indiana
want to head
Jones.
off
Start the play.
through Dragon Turtle Bay to head to the one people, or go from the side again and work our way back in, so we're not, sailing around in Dragon Turtle territory?
We should probably go back to where we first encountered Mikab
Which is
on the beach there.
right there.
Yes.
Yeah. We want to return to the Panton Village so you can collect on that.
Label
Suit
this
of
as
armor.
dragon.
Far Shore was
So you're technically right here, right now. Oh,
How do you spell turtle?
Turtle? T-U-R.
right here.
Yes.
T-U-R-T-O.
And we want to go up
Turtle.
on the coast where we first saw Mikab.
T.
Coast, where you first saw Mikau. Okay. Yeah, you can definitely make that. You're going to be coasting Dragon Turtle Bay, but yeah.
Say, we should go just around the other side, just away from Dragon Turtle Bay. Just
Like
on
over
the,
here?
Which way?
Well, because where's Far Shore? Right
We
here.
are right here.
We're right here. Let's go around the right side and come up over here.
Well, we want to get there. That's where we saw me.
Well,
Yeah, but if we just go the other side, we don't have
Oh,
no reason to go in. And it's also more
Does
spots.
Mikab know which way would be easier?
He's not sailing.
This would
He has
actually-
no idea.
No, once we get to land,
Yeah, give us
which
a
way is
couple
easier to
spots.
get
Going
to?
through
Yeah, if you get to someplace he knows.
Yeah.
If you get around that area, he
More
knows the way
space.
up.
Yeah, we'll still get him close to there. It's just
So-
not go through Dragon
Okay,
Turtle.
so-
So we're gonna go
Alternate route.
from here. If you can see what we're gonna go
Yep,
around this way.
Oh, so you
And
want
then
to go
make
around the other side.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, and you want to park off the coast past the wall.
There
Yeah.
are two little
Basically-
palm trees.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's go to the one that's closest to the north.
Okay, closest to the north. So you want the northern palm tree. Okay.
Yeah.
And from there, we'll
Okay,
make
I
our
get
way.
it. Yeah, we can do that.
I like this. I like having a map to share.
Okay, so
That
go
makes
ahead and
this all a
roll
lot
me.
easier.
Are you guys sailing through the night? And who's taking a watch if necessary? So
I am.
You are not taking a walk.
I'm gonna stay with the patient.
okay.
That too.
I'll take first watch because I don't need as much sleep.
Oh.
Or meditation or whatever.
Yeah, I probably shouldn't go on a watch.
You know how I roll dice bad?
You only got to sleep for 4 hours.
Yeah, apparently other dice affect me.
Exactly.
We cancel each other out. Just we're horrible.
Technically, you could take 2 watches.
Okay, yeah, I'll do that.
Could we
Since
have...
she's preoccupied.
Yeah, what about him?
And I will take a watch.
He's busy.
Okay. Doing the other stuff. Not
Yeah,
feeling
something-
He's calibrating the weapons or something.
Yeah.
Crying about his lack of aim.
it. Oh my god.
We told him about the brain worm and it really creeped him out. He hasn't come out of his room since.
No. He's washing his hands.
He actually was there with us, but he left.
Yeah, I went to knock
He was
on
there
his
for the
door
first
and he
minute and
sealed
then
up all the
right down the road.
I think he might, his room
Who
might be
has
airtight now.
first, second watch? Who has third watch? Raise your hand. Fourth watch, raise your hand.
I'll take the last one.
All right, last watch. Cool. Doesn't always have to be you. You could choose NPCs.
I was gonna say we could make the brother do one.
So
If you want to feel like dicks.
I'm going to roll a. Since you guys are choosing that side, I'm going to have everyone roll a. Let me look at my encounter map. Make sure that I'm not missing any danger.
D76.
Yeah. For random, it is now Tom's
Does
turn.
no one have a 76-sided die?
I find that hard to believe.
I have a 75.
All I do is just in a lot of small pieces. Here we go.
Okay, D12.
You bought it on installments.
D12? Alright.
D12, baby. Random encounter time.
Ooh.
11.
Do I roll?
Yeah, it's the random
Yeah.
encounter one.
Everyone who's a player.
Nah.
Oh, okay. I didn't know it was a player now.
Oh, you count as a whole.
You've always been a player.
6.
6. 9. All right.
911.
Neil,
9/11.
roll me
Never
another
forget.
D12.
God.
Okay.
Mr. Consistency over here.
Okay.
You didn't pick up that weapon that does that, did you? It's like the
No,
bow.
everything's a D4. Oh, you want a D12? Let me roll a D4.
It says everything. I have to roll a D4.
Doesn't
Saving
matter.
throws? D4.
No, it's only like attack and damage.
You're consistently failure saves. It's great.
All your damage die become D4s, but you always have advantage on all your attacks.
I'm going to burn all my spells using
What can I
spite.
say? It is a halberd. It's a pike of consistency. Oh, all right. That's not bad.
What's about chocolate?
Oh, yes. Chocolate round, or we have chicken dip. Oh, hi, puppy.
By the way, Tony, I've taken just a basic shield from our ship.
Basic shield?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, it's
You
a
want
basic.
the cursed one?
No, I'm good. Can we, I don't know, uncurse that?
It glows. It's a source of light.
Let's give it to someone we don't
We
want.
can
Let's
throw
give
it-
it to the fans.
Throw it at our enemies.
Give it to the fence.
What are they going to do with a giant shield?
Yeah. It'll be their new champions
They
rest.
can-
They could make an Olympic record-winning sled team.
They can hang it up over the village.
Feel
for
the
light.
rhythm. Feel the rhyme. Feel the curse. Oh God! Get back to the time. Ah!
What they need now is a winter in this jungle Amazon climate.
Well, so happy you say that. My backup character is John Canby. Power of Canada.
All
Makes
right.
it winter.
No, nothing bad happens. Are you guys eating? Are you guys
We're fishing.
Okay, so
Always.
roll me a navigation check and then roll me a piloting check.
He's going to do this sailing.
I'll be the Kanku.
Okay.
I will navigate. With a 16 total.
Okay. Nice. You got to roll a normal D4, no negative.
Gotcha. Roll.
Oh no, sorry,
Say-
We moved it to a D8. D8, right?
For the Kanku's navigation?
I don't remember if it was a D8 or a D6.
No, yeah.
It's a D8. D8 because
for
ships go
sailing.
twice as fast as
Just roll them all.
So D12, D20. Roll a D20.
Ooh, that is a 2 plus what?
For efficiency.
Oh, so 6?
Yeah.
So 8.
8 total.
That's not good. It's not terrible either. It's normal. Roll a D8 minus 1 then.
8 minus 1. That is a 7 or a 5.
5. You guys are gonna move 5 hexes. That's with the minus 1.
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
Oh, that's so we made it just around the side.
That's a new day.
Yes.
All right.
1,
Yeah,
Two.
it could be worse.
3, 4, 5. Okay, you're skirting around. You're between the two, a little bit past between two islands, the main island and a sub-island. Go ahead and roll me a navigation and a sailing check.
17.
17. All right. Go ahead and roll that d20.
Ooh, natural 20.
Natural 20. Because of 17 in that, roll me a d8 plus 2.
D8 plus 2. That is a 7 total.
7 total. Are you skirting around the land, or you want to be a hex away from the land?
How close to the land?
We'll go a hex away.
Hex away. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
Yeah,
7.
right, this is rough.
Okay. Go ahead and you are back in that bay area. You do pass that coral reef area again
Nice.
that you passed before.
Yep.
Go ahead and roll me a. What the fuck is area 3 again? Area 3. Give me a second. Area Isle of Dread. Isle of Dread. Isle of
You got
Dread.
3. Wrong 3.
This you do pass by shark-infested waters, but you're fine. You're on a boat. You're in a ship, not a boat. If you had a boat,
There's
you
a
might have a
ticking
problem.
noise.
Roll me another D12, everybody. For encounters for the day.
8.
An 8.
10.
A 10. A 9. A 7. Give me another D12, ma'am.
I'm not even on watch.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, something bad's gonna happen on one of our watches because of you. You're cursed.
Figure Silly rolls good during surgery. Every time else.
That's a good time to do it.
Okay. Around late afternoon, as you are sailing, you do see that same ship again in the distance. It is sailing past the coral reefs, southbound again. It is maybe about 2 miles, because on sea you can see about 3 miles where the earth curvature starts to take it. So it's about 2 miles away.
Are you saying this world curves?
Yeah, it's not flat
It's
earth.
not flat like in reality.
Yeah, I know, right? This is a fantasy realm.
It's hard to believe.
I know, right? America.
Disbelief ruined.
It's yeah, I know. So anyway, it's a fantasy game. It's a round planet.
Yeah.
It's actually it's square.
Oh, thank God.
You just have to be on the round part of the square.
That I can handle.
It's a square with circular
The concave part of the square.
areas.
Oh God, the convex.
Well, that's a giant square in a vice slowly being ground.
You could imagine being in a concave world like that would be like you would like
Ugh.
see like millions, like hundreds of miles. Like
If you have a
around.
halo, basically.
There you go. Yes.
Nothing would stay on any tables. Everything would just roll off.
Does anyone have a burning desire to see what that ship has? I'm gonna say no.
Oh.
Unless anyone else really has one.
Let's get now.
They appear to be friendly, but...
Well, they're not hostile.
Oh, you.
I
I'm
wouldn't call
sorry.
that friendly.
I thought you just meant a burning feeling. I do have that, but
Yeah.
not seriously.
Only when I
Actually,
pee.
weirdly, half the crew also says they have.
The half you've been with?
Christ.
Maybe.
We're gonna keep sailing.
Okay. Keep
Stop
sailing.
poking my belly button.
Okay, fine. Nothing happens during the night at watch. One more navigation check, one more sailing check. You guys are cruising. We've made it more hexes than that one game.
18.
Yeah. 9 for the D20.
Plus.
Plus 6, so 15.
15? Okay, and you had a
19.
19. Nice. Roll me a d8, no negative.
So 4.
4. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's exactly what you need to get where you want it. You are now at that area. Roll me a d12 because it's been a full day.
9.
Okay, on that d12. Nice. Nice. No one rolled a 12. Nice. You arrive. The sun begins to set as you see land. You see a familiar set of palm trees that mark where the map is. that seem to end by some hillish lands with hills that seem very familiar before you've traveled these kinds of hills before.
So, it's been how many days?
3.
And the sister's woken up?
She's woken up.
Yes. How are the siblings doing?
How
Together is she?
She seems fine. Her brain doesn't seem to be scrambled. Do you cast any spells?
Detect evil, I guess. The spell.
She does not seem to have
No
an
more
evil
aberrations?
aberration aura. She does have a demonic aura, but
That's
as
norms.
expected. But there is no aberration left in her.
Okay.
She also says that after a couple days that she doesn't seem to be able to hear people's thoughts anymore as she stares at them.
Good.
Who the fuck is here?
Is that a tree?
Kill it with fire!
Mr.
No!
Rutherford.
Milk it from orbit! It's the only way to be sure.
You missed brain surgery.
Always.
Stand my ground! It's coming right for us!
Right. Well, as Trey gets here, we should probably go on. Well, let me set the scene. You have now arrived at the point you wanted to arrive on the island.
Yes.
On the opposite side of Dragon Turtle Bay, as you have dubbed it. On the other side of the island, as you choose to begin to in the morning. Are you going to? So you're going to wait throughout the night, and you're going to travel in the morning to the Phantom Village.
Correct.
To collect your bounty.
You
Please.
know, we don't really need the power armor.
As we go on break, I want you guys to think about who you're going to take with you.
Yes.
And what they've done, too, because it requires them to go through certain things before they level.
Get a pretty... Ow!
Oh, you okay?
Somebody bit me.
Sorry.
Not on purpose.
No, she bit my foot.
Oh, yeah,
Maybe
she's a
because
nipper.
She's excited.
She's got a foot thing.
It's a tasty foot.
Yeah, she's got a foot fetish.
Duncan shame.
We're not about that.
Supreme King shaming.
So anyway, we are going to go on break. I'm going to get some coffee. I'm going to take Frey out for a quick walk. And we are then going to come back and play the Dungeons and Dragons.
Woo.
I got spaghetti and
Don't forget the,
meatballs upstairs.
Oh, good.
Oh, I have them. We'll be right back.
Cool. Was it successful?
Where's your son's
Charlotte
coming?
sounds like a certified brain surgeon.
Up top.
Coming slow?
Very nice.
He
I'm a
is
captain. I can marry people. I can
15
certify them
and
too, right?
surly.
Sure.
We've all been
I have
there.
all these things I need to do.
Sounds
good enough to
You
me.
know, you did agree to do this for my group, but I've got all this other stuff I have to do. You did agree to do this on a regular basis for my group.
Yeah.
Once every 2 weeks. But,
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all right.
yeah.
Everything is happening all the time.
The
at
stuff when it
once.
happens is phenomenal.
Yeah.
Getting consistency is damn near impossible.
That's an artist.
Yeah.
That's a 15-year-old.
That's an artist.
Yeah.
I am not 15. I do that.
But you act like you're 15.
This is fair.
See, now, as a writer, it's more of like, for me, it's, I'll do 2 days of work and then a year has to go by before I touch it ever again.
Yeah. No.
Nice.
Wanna go outside?
Nice.
I'll think about it, but I won't touch
Go
it.
outside?
She's like, what? Go out who?
Come here, Freya.
Your mom?
Oh, that feels good.
Oh, it's okay. Come
All
on,
right.
puppy. Come on.
Oh, here, let me move.
Come on. Come on, Freya.
Listen, Daddy. Come on.
Who's a good girl?
Knife. Knife. Give my creation.
So you want me to scuff my socks on the carpet and then touch your USB port?
Come on, Freya. Come on.
Trey, we're harassing you so we can get access to the notes.
Wait, were you harassing me?
No, we are now.
24/7.
Right now, you're being.
They're informing you that harassment has begun.
Okay. Thanks for that.
It's only polite.
Yeah.
We're harassing you. We're not hurting you.
We are going to
How
keep
about hurting
evidence, though.
Oh, of
Perhaps
course.
someone shouldn't leave their laptop outside
Is it?
Ooh, yeah.
Takes a sec to wake up.
in the car.
It's a little cold.
It's cold and actually
Yeah,
has
you
some.
really shouldn't start it up like that. You should let it warm up to room temperature.
It runs faster when it's colder, right?
Yeah, isn't that true with aqua coolers?
Yeah, especially the, is it LCD or LED screen?
I don't know.
It's square.
It is a rectangle.
Rectangle. See, shapes. It's got some stuff on
And
it.
it's about
Yay big.
Yay big. Okay.
It lights up.
Because if it's LCD,
Yeah.
that's liquid crystal display.
And those will crack.
Liquid crystal display.
Well,
So
you
not meth.
see.
LED is light emitting
Emitting
diodes. How old is it?
At least a couple of years.
Could be either.
Like 3 or 4.
You got the sticker right there in the front. What does it say?
I don't know.
Ice cool. Keeps palm rest cold. That like talks about everything but the screen.
Yeah. Clear and powerful sound. Extended battery lifespan.
Sound mystical, yeah.
Memory OS, HDD, 500 gigs. I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah, it says everything but.
So don't push on the screen. Seriously.
Oh. No.
Is it below freezing yet?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It was like 42 when we left your
It's 30.
place.
30 is freezing.
Yeah, so I'm
32
saying
is
it's
freezing.
got to be dropped by now.
Not that much. It's in the 30s.
I guess that is true.
Silly bitch. You think it's November or something.
No.
Hey.
Snow before Halloween?
Sorry.
I haven't had that happen since I was like 7.
Yeah, I was gonna say I was 5 when that happened to me, and it was like a lot of snow for that time.
I remember being dressed up as Batman in Grimes, waltzing around in the snow.
I think I was.
And that shit was coming down hard.
Yeah, I think
It
I
was
the devil that year.
96.
I'm thinking like 78.
Yeah, because if it was. I know it was after the floods.
That's you. You're ancient.
What was that? You my grandson.
Hey?
Just say yes. That's how
Hurry
you get
up, the
candy.
Germans are coming.
Yep, they are. Again.
We'll get those dirty Huns.
We've got to
And the
cross
Kaiser
Maginot-
too.
We've got to cross the Maginot Line.
Old you walking out. I'm gonna get that Maginot Line. It's like just let him run around the yard. He'll wear himself out
Snort every inch of that Maginot Line.
in a wheelchair.
Not that kind.
I'm gonna do it,
Get out
damn it.
of the fucker, you fucker.
That's what the Germans want you to think. But the French built it. Shut up!
It's not cocaine. I don't care.
You're an ignorant slut.
You can't tell me.
Oh, okay. Excuse me.
Oh.
So I did end up getting Breakpoint.
And
Ghost Recon Breakpoint?
I've only played like maybe an hour of it.
so Ubisoft, their yearly earnings have nosedived.
Oh,
I bet.
horribly.
Like down 90% from what they were last year.
It's a pretty game so far. It's a pretty game
It's
so
pretty. Okay.
far. Nothing is like nothing stands out as being horribly wrong so far. It does feel a lot like Wildlands, but pretty. So far I don't have any complaints, but I just haven't had time to like play it.
Mm-hmm.
So
Nope, sir.
Tennis ball almost hurt me.
Ah. Freddy's crafty.
Jumped out in front of you. I saw it. I want to get the Outer Worlds when it comes out on PC.
It looks good. Yeah.
Actually, I went over to Kevin's house on Saturday, and he showed it off. It's very pretty.
it looks hilarious.
It's like Fallout 4, except polished.
I don't know. I really liked Fallout 4.
Yeah. It looks amazing. There are places where, the door is open and you like, whoa. It's nice. That was on Xbox One. PC doesn't come out until April. May.
brain surgery. Did you guys catch him up already?
He got that much,
Alright.
as far as I know.
We pulled the thing out of her head.
Turned out it was a little baby aboleth. Fun.
Cool. And since they have shared memory, since it saw us, all the other aboleths know that we know.
How to get rid of them.
Know that they're putting aboleths in people's heads.
Does anybody remember the movie Starship Troopers 2?
I don't know.
They didn't make a second one.
Yeah, they did.
No, they didn't.
Oh,
No, they didn't. There's only one Matrix movie, too.
They didn't use real guns.
Why would they only make the second one?
They had plastic things with flashbulbs at the end. What? For the guns.
What?
Yeah. In Starship Troopers 2, they were guns.
Electric boogaloo.
Oh god. Like they were like the fucking PS4 Move remotes.
They were basically plastic toy guns with flashbulbs at the end.
The fuck?
In the muzzle.
In the movie?
In Starship Troopers 2. Yeah.
I can see it. Damn it.
That's the one without Casper Van Dien.
Yeah. And the return of the captain from the first movie who was a sergeant. It was weird.
Wait, is that the guy who played Rico?
Yeah.
Oh.
Wait, was that... Who starred in that movie?
Casper Van Dien.
Denise Richards.
Denise Richards.
Michael Ironside.
Michael Ironside.
Not the first one, the second one.
Oh, I have no idea.
Who the fuck knows?
Nobody starred in that
Anyone
one.
from the actual first one?
Nope. Not at
Why
all.
watch it? Why watch it then?
And then the third one, they embrace God.
I know there was an animated
Did
one.
Anne Rice write that one?
I thought that was the Chronicles of Riddick.
Animated one?
There was Pitch Black, and there's another one, then there's an animated one, then there's Chronicles of Riddick.
Starship Troopers.
Yeah.
Roughneck Chronicles.
Is that the animated one?
Yes.
Oh.
There you go, you crazy.
I get my franchises mixed up.
Don't you be crazy.
I apologize.
Which Terminator is the one where he teams up with Casper, the friendly ghost?
Let's see what the cast is on this.
Now I'm thinking of the Wizard.
Billy Brown, Richard Burgee, Kelly Carlson,
Nope.
Cy Carter, Sandrine Holt, Ed Lauder, J.P. Minot,
So it's his C-list actors.
Lawrence M. something, Colleen Porridge,
As long as I don't get Robert
Drew
Cigar.
Powell, Ed Quinn. Don't know him, don't know him, don't know him. Nobody that matters. So
Jeez.
No one.
let's look at the full cast.
No one of the no one. No, you said
Wow, that is a cast of nobodies. That guy looks kind of familiar for being a bit player. He played the general.
I was gonna say I was playing Outer Worlds. Which isn't too bad.
Yeah. Looking for the calendar. How many days have passed since our last?
Oh boy.
4 or 5.
We've done like
I was
the last game we did 5 days of sailing.
28th of May was
Yeah.
the last one.
And we just did 3 days of sailing to land on the shore.
Yeah, but to get to Far Shore, how was it? Oh wait.
It was 5 days to sail.
5 days to get to Far Shore, then 3 days from Far Shore
Yeah.
back to the mainland.
We did really
There we
good
go.
sailing, no encounters, no nothing.
That's right.
There you
28th
go.
of May off. All right. So how many days since we last met?
Since we got to Far Shore, it's been 3.
It's been 3 days.
Since we landed in Far Shore.
9, 30, 31.
4.
4?
4 days.
4 since we left Far Shore.
4 since we left Far Shore?
Yes.
Which was the 28th, right?
Well, you spent a day at Far Shore, and then you spent 3 days
Yeah,
of travel.
so
So yeah,
four- So 4 days after the
you're right on 4. It's
We're around
just
6
30.
their
31.
day, 3 days of
We should be on
travel.
the 31st. Yeah, 32nd. I'm sorry, yes.
Get your math right.
I don't do math.
Obviously.
That's
He
why
is
I played
an
Dungeons
accountant.
and Dragons.
What?
Do you think he is an accountant?
Him? Maybe.
Yeah, the same way that I'm a banker.
Don't do that.
No.
Don't do that.
You'll lose a lot of money if you use me as an accountant.
Well, it just so happens I have a lot to get rid of.
No reason why, just take it.
You have lots of money. I've got an investment plan that's very triangle shaped for you.
I have a lot of gold
Would you
jewelry
even
with
say
swastikas engraved on
pyramid?
it.
It's more of a funnel.
Oh, no. It's not a pyramid. It's definitely a triangle, though.
Is it multi-level?
Multiple levels in a triangle.
What company doesn't have multiple levels?
I want you to sell a product that I'm going to sell you, but don't worry, the people under you get a share of what you share.
Oh, okay, that's fine.
You
It's
get
like
and you
D&D,
get a
you
share
get
of what they
levels.
get. Yeah. And you can overtake somebody else's level, but only if you sell enough. But of course, they get a percentage of what you have, so
Interesting.
yeah. Not a pyramid scheme.
Oh, good. It's a
More of
ziggurat
a-
scheme.
All right.
Ziggurat platform.
Oh, that's good. Oh, that's good.
That's all right. The rest of this game is a pyramid scheme. The
Yes.
captain gets most of the
Subscribe now,
Yes!
and you too can reap
Tony,
benefits.
That's already what we're doing. We just got two more.
If you subscribe now, the people that subscribe after you, you get a percentage of everyone that you recruit. But of course, we get a percentage of everything you get. But you could eventually overtake us, and you could DM. Then I can finally
Tony
play.
be the
That's how
first
that works,
DM
right?
to put paid transactions in the game.
Microtransactions.
There you go.
Oh, you rolled a 1?
10
I
bucks.
can make that a 10.
Hey.
That is a suggestive
So you've
photo.
subscribed. You've subscribed to our channel, but you want video and audio? That's DLC. That's DLC.
Coming out next September.
Yeah.
He's got wood. You do.
It's like to the lumberyard. Where we
It's
all
like,
get
yeah, that's right. You hold that log. You hold my log.
Yeah,
So you
boy.
guys are currently outside. You guys want to what? Head to the Phantom Village?
Yeah.
Yep.
That would be Area 10.
We're gonna leave Rutherford on the ship.
Power, armor.
It is a little bit of a trek.
Fuck you.
Scarlet
If
Taste.
it ain't happen,
Easier since we've gone
it's
through
happening.
map most
Unpowered
of the
armor.
area.
You're going through a side.
All
you're
it is
gonna
is
get
a
to-
giant table.
You could try to get to a hex you've been through before. That'll make it easier. But currently, these are hexes you have not touched.
Yeah.
On this side of the island.
Yeah.
See, we landed here,
Yeah.
and we want to go up here somewhere. Right there.
Yeah, I know where you want to go.
Very well. Yeah, do we
I've
want
got-
to get back on the path we've been doing? Do we want to do
Here we
like before we travel?
This is
like,
for the
across
audience.
over.
If we travel,
Oh,
or
yeah.
Nobody's watching.
I know.
There's one person watching.
Is it you?
Us. Probably. Hi, Grandma.
Anyway.
I just waved at you.
Yeah.
You didn't see it.
All right.
I missed
All right. So,
Super detailed.
how do you guys want to get there? Who are you taking? Are you guys taking anyone with? If you're taking somebody with you, raise your hand.
yeah.
Okay. Who are you taking? Okay. Who are you taking?
I am going to take
Quill Sharpener.
Okay.
Yeah, she's earned it.
Yeah, I'm bringing Quabella.
Quabella, who are you taking?
Jace.
Jace Argona. All right.
Who needs survival?
So take
us.
take the crew you're taking. Take your rank card. Give me back everything else.
You taking anyone?
Can't hurt.
Did you have anyone
Bathroom's
you were working on?
upstairs.
That was a great look. that was
Die horribly.
semi-powered armor.
Unpowered.
I recommend either Norgin for attacking or the dwarf for healing.
Or Lodge.
Slowly sinks into the ground. Just like,
For
oh.
survival. in nature.
Push him over. We'll take Norgin.
Norgin.
The warlord.
Yep, there it is.
That's me.
Yeah.
I'll
Okay.
take Norgin. We're not taking the cleric, the healer with the raised dead. Okay.
What do we need that for?
God damn it, now I really want to take the cleric.
You can take the cleric.
I'm taking the cleric
Okay.
too. Gremlin's coming.
Oh, we're taking multiple characters. Who's left on the boat?
Although I could say threesome. The half-orc chef.
That's the only part that
Here,
matters.
hand it back to me. Hand me
Okay.
back what you're not
There's
taking.
Hey, puppy girl, what are you doing?
This, there's a
Taking a
conjurer card in there. We don't really have one for the guy yet.
Yeah, he is a. I believe he was a enchanter.
So conjurer's Hannah in there.
Tim was his name?
No, his name
Oh,
was.
nice. Well done.
Uther. Oh
call
god,
me
enchanter named
Tim.
He is 7th level. She is 5th level.
Nice.
So we have the Spirit Warden.
She probably needs to recover still.
So we
Needs to
have
recover a little
Lodge,
bit. Yeah. Second brain
Meraphis,
surgery.
Cleanse, Samnir. We have your tracker character. We have Valentino. We have Mordrin Grimrost, Lirith Honeth, and
I don't think you can pronounce a lot of the names.
there is 2 more characters.
I just
on
like to think
Well, he's
it's
not a
because-
character.
And most and all of our
Yeah,
alts.
I like to think he's out of
Conjurer.
character and he's using an accent we don't understand.
here. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Well, no, I've been working on my Draconic accents. It's like got like Scottish Japanese. I'm not very good at it.
Scottish Japanese. Arigato! Gonzama!
Doro arigato, Mr. Robato.
Domo! Domo to the glorious! Baka! You fucking fool! What you doing with the kimono, laddie? Banzai!
A kimono, but it's like all Scottish.
Oh, it's totally
Made of tartan. Can you imagine a bagpipe in one of those settings?
Kanpai! There's a guy sitting among the cherry blossoms, pulls out a bagpipe.
Birds just go, what the fuck?
For the emperor!
Oh, I fucking love you guys. All right.
Oh my god!
It's like Shrek the Samurai.
Oh my god!
The samurai.
Yeah, there's your next backup character, Shrek the Samurai.
So we're talking short samurais. What the samurai do, but epic fucking beards.
Red, bright red.
Bright red, epic fucking.
So it'd be like a dwarven samurai from Rokugan.
Yeah, that's kind of
I'm
awesome.
guessing, I could see like a Khazad-dûnian mercenary who's worked his way into the Rokuganian nobility. Yeah. That'd be awkward, but that'd be kind of like that one, what's that one black guy that was a samurai? I forget his name. He was famous.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Afro samurai.
No.
Oh, he showed up in the Boondocks.
They're making a movie about him.
Are
actually.
they?
Yeah, they just announced it. Yeah.
Oh, Granddad died.
There was
Did you see
actually a
that?
guy
I
that
did.
was,
It's so
That's
sad.
all right, so I need who is going to try the survival?
Please not me.
Who's going to navigate this motherfucker of a jungle?
Oh, wait.
And what are you going to do to try to help
I think I
or
will
hinder?
attempt to guide this party through the jungle.
You're supposed to get to the power armor faster.
Hell yes.
Lead the way, Rutherford.
There must be some kind of way
Out
out
of
of
here,
here.
going south.
We immediately go right back out to the ocean. I think
We
this
just
is the
keep
wrong way.
We walk back out with scars on our heads we don't notice. I feel fine. How do we get out there?
What do you mean something went wrong?
Is anybody going to help me?
I
It depends on what people are trying to do.
For survival, I can't really
You have to
help.
be trained in the survival skill to help.
Yeah, no, not me.
No.
Yeah, I'm useless. I just hit the bar.
Okay.
Hi. You scared the crap out of me.
She's been doing that all night.
Cassie's dog, Sassy, does that to me every time I go over.
Where it's like cold nose.
Yeah.
You're like, no, it's his own skin. So. Here we go. Gonna try. Let's see what survival does. 18.
Okay,
Oh,
18. That's pretty good.
Just in
Roll
case.
me a... Are you guys using rations or are you foraging?
Oh, rations.
Rations.
Yeah, we'll ration. We're not.
Okay. Do you have rations in your character sheets? Like how many days of rations you guys
Yes. I do. I don't. I'm not.
got? Or are you using a spell to create food? What are you guys doing?
We have a spell that does that.
Yeah, we probably should have gotten some rations off our boat.
Okay.
I only have like 1 day, according to my.
I've got
I thought I had rations.
10 days.
They're just called rations, right?
Yep.
I don't have any on my character sheet, but I thought it was.
I apparently got
You are going to lose weight.
Okay, good.
maybe a little virgin.
Yeah. I could have sworn I had rations.
Of course, I'm sure I've got less now because Mika's been running around in my backpack.
He just ate all of your rations.
He ate all the lembas bread.
He's kind of just sitting there, like,
Thanks for the
just
in-ride
in his belly,
snacks.
just like, I regret nothing.
Mayhem.
Oh, my lambus
this
bread!
is the
What the
best.
fuck?
This is the best show ever. This is great.
Oh, yeah.
You bring him out. Were you always this fat?
Great food and water is cleric, paladin, circle of the line cleric, and alchemist, but it's 3rd level spells. So you're not gonna get, you don't get those till like 9th level.
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys trying to forage then?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So go ahead and roll me, unless somebody has the background. Was it traveler? There's a background.
There's a far traveler.
Could Meekob's nature skill help?
Yes.
Okay.
You could have Meekob roll with nature, and if anybody has nature trained, they can assist him.
Okay. So if it's one of his trained skills,
He gets,
plus,
uh,
I have
plus
rations.
six.
I found them. I was looking under the wrong letter. Don't worry about it.
22.
22.
Adventure
He's able
rations.
to get
It's
rations with a 22,
Okay.
and with a
Sorry.
22, he's able to forage 1 extra day's worth of rations.
Nice.
So you guys are covered for a day.
Oh, good for you.
Roll me a d4 minus 1.
It's your turn.
Wait, Trey, what did you get again?
18.
18. Just roll me a d4. No negative.
A whole 1.
Wow.
Thanks for that, mate.
You're next for random roll for random thing.
You really want me to roll random stuff for random things?
I mean, I just rolled a 1 on our travel. I mean, you can't do any worse than that.
And have not been so helpful on watches.
Challenge accepted.
Someone else has to screw up to get a disadvantage or something.
Okay, you
first.
guys move. You guys move 2 hexes in.
Nice. So we are moving north.
Yep, northbound. Go ahead and roll me. Everyone, roll me a fuck me d12.
What's my
I
fucking
don't have a
D12?
fucking D12.
Oh, well then that's an automatic failure, sir.
I only brought my normal dice, not my sexy dice.
I'm disappointed. Now single 3. You guys got to do better. Okay, fine. Nothing happens.
Are you talking that to us or to your dice?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So next day, you guys are currently. You guys have found a road that leads northbound. There is a road where you are. You guys.
Gentlemen, look, a road.
It leads north. You guys have seen this road before. It goes all the way towards the to the tar pits and then stops.
Well, there's the tar pits.
It's a dirt road, so it's a traveled road. You think that people maybe come from the wall and go to the travel pits, but they don't go far.
The swamp of sadness.
Kind of.
How far can we follow this road?
All the way to the tar pits.
Is it yellow brick?
Yeah,
So
which
how far
is
does that take us, like,
yeah,
Phantom?
Oh, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hexes.
let
Fifth
me
hex
see,
is
1,
tar.
2, 3, 4.
That's in the
Yeah,
right
about
direction.
5.
The fifth one is on the tar pits.
That's in the right direction, right?
Yeah, because I believe this is the village that we're looking for.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. We follow the road.
Yeah, you guys can. Yeah, the road goes 5 all the way up to it. So,
I kind of marked it as.
so you guys travel the road.
Yep.
Building
no-
arms. We're off to see the phantoms, the wonderful phantoms of stuff.
Okay. Somebody. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that would be a d20 divided by.
Why would that be 4?
So 4. I want you to roll me a perception check.
Excuse me.
That would be a 16.
16. As you're traveling up the road, you stop. You notice that up ahead, the road is trapped. There are traps, hunters' traps, along the road, and by it.
In the road and by the road.
Yes, so across the road and along the roadside, there are traps.
Gentlemen,
Some spike pits, some arrow traps, some snares.
there are traps around us and ahead of us.
Wait a minute, what? And
Point them out.
Oh, of
Are
course,
they
the road
behind
is
us?
too good to follow here.
Oh, that's disappointing.
You think you could move around the traps, but you'd have to move slow, like moving through the jungle. It would be easier, but you would have to try to avoid them.
Can you tell what kind of traps these are? Like step on them or they tripwires or
We've
whatever?
only traveled 1 day. We've only had 1 day to travel so far.
1 day of travel. This is the second day of travel. Anyway, keep going.
Can you tell what kind of traps they are?
Pit traps, nat traps,
Oh, every kind.
other traps.
Your character made because these are general like survivalist traps. Like people would use these to trap game.
Oh.
These aren't like kill humans traps. These are like snare a beast trap.
Across the road?
If they're across the road, anything trying to go across it or through the road, and along the sides of the road, there are random traps. Not every 5 feet, but there's like you trap for like 30 minutes to an hour, and oh, there's another one. Sometimes you'll see one. Maybe you might see one in the distance that is sprung, and there's like a dead beast in it.
2 tree trunks have swung down and smashed the envelope.
God. It's a very flat piece of meat.
It's just a
with
disc
legs
of
sticking out.
One's antelope pancakes.
They're dead.
Free
Let me
jerky?
tell you.
Yeah.
That
Fucking
antelope is
wogs.
not running anywhere.
Well, if they're more meant for beasts, it's not a big problem. You should be able to
I'm the
avoid
size
them
of a
and keep
beast.
going.
I'm smaller than a beast.
You're a wee beastie.
But don't lead the way.
Chewie, no!
You know what I might do? No, I don't want to. No. Okay, never mind. I had an idea, but I don't think it's a good one.
So you already rolled. I'm gonna have somebody else roll me a perception check, or possibly you. Depending on what I roll. Go ahead and roll me another perception check instead of a survival check.
Perception, you said?
Yeah.
That's a 19.
19. You are able to avoid traps.
Your mom's a 19.
Go ahead and roll me a. Are you eating rations for the day, or are you trying to hunt along the road?
I found
We
my
should
ration.
use our extra
Any
ration.
Any good-looking animals in these traps we're passing?
Roll me an
There's a sexy
investigation.
Sexy
antelope.
Investigation check.
Been a while, has it, Captain? I the animal folk.
Closest thing I've had is
Reptilian.
cuddling
The
with
Problem
a
is,
in a while.
once he swallows the antelope, he's not going to move for a week.
Doesn't matter, my Texas floating disc will carry
Summon your
him.
disc.
I have a broom.
The
with
big
the
meals
fly.
are for long travel. I'm not gonna, gorge myself here.
Just have a halfling or two, it'll be fine.
Oh, you look a little fatter today, Captain. Have you seen Scarlet?
15.
This is not counted in medical school. 15. You were
That's
able
the
to
real
find
reason we have you
enough
around.
meat
Emergency rations.
to be able to get another day's worth of rations.
Yeah.
So you have rations that are only good for today, and then rations that will only be good for
We'll
tomorrow.
probably be eating those and save our regular ration.
Yep.
So you guys, I won't take that away from your travel, since you automatically find something. You don't have to trap it, find it, hunt.
Yeah.
Which normally takes
Oh, that was good. How nice of them to set these, roadside refreshments up.
So, go ahead and roll me. Go ahead and roll me a d6.
Anyone?
I think this one
Yeah, a
is
d6 plus 1.
That's you.
Yeah.
It's random. We go in order.
Okay.
We're just traveling. Just so you know.
D6.
Well, yeah, but then everyone gets a chance.
That way we're not.
4 plus 1.
It'd be 5.
Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You make it 5 hexes up, all the way 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The hex right by the tar pits that is on the edge of the Watcher's forest.
No, wait a minute.
So
Is this
we're
where
not
those
in it.
guys were?
Not in it. You are on the hex just so you have the so if I was to point it, you basically are right here, right? Which means on the big map you are
I have us on the
right
side.
here. So there's this area right here is your tar pits. So you're like right about there. Which on my other map, well, I can't show you my other map. It has things marked on it. But you're right by the tar pits. If you were to go north, 1 hex, you would be in the Rakasha area.
They're better than the go trade.
So tonight we'll certainly camp outside the Rakasha area.
Go around.
You are 1 hex away from the tar pits, by the way.
Yeah, there's the tar pits.
And we don't want to camp at the tar pits either.
No, because we saw that skeleton dragon.
Katie is a little jumpy, but
It's not a skeleton dragon.
Didn't we find a bag of holding too?
Yeah, we have 2 of those now.
Oh, cool.
One we have, no one particularly has.
And there's no air in those, is there?
No, I rule there's no air.
He's got one. We have another one from that last place. I'm pretty sure is where we just got a small one.
Yeah, from the spider cave.
I have the spell
Take
creator.
that.
Doesn't work.
Go for
It's
it.
a vacuum.
You got me caught in create water.
To keep things.
Die,
things
motherfucker!
fresh.
Eat my rations.
Close enough so
That
just
makes
his head is
sense.
out.
Okay.
So we're gonna camp away from the tar pits for the night.
So your northern edge, we're talking about the eastern edge? What?
The hex that we're in that's
Yeah,
east
we're-
of the tar pits? Or west of the tar pits? That's the one we're in, right?
Yeah.
We'll camp in that hex.
You're not hex. You're not approaching the carpets.
No.
No.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me. Everyone roll me a...
Are we sitting in the hut or are we using your rope?
Might as well use a rope.
I don't think anyone's attuned to it yet, unless someone's actually taken it. I have.
Someone
I just
attuned to
grabbed
the
it.
rope.
Oh, I thought
Someone want it.
Man, I should have slots left.
I mean, I have.
I haven't created the item yet, but it would
Okay,
take those
oh.
slots.
I thought.
So if you have one,
I can take it, yeah. If
Go
you guys
for it.
don't mind.
No, I don't care. I want to. I'm just like.
It's
let's
all yours.
spread it out. Let's spread out the wealth. Because I had the
Yeah.
broom.
So
It's
like,
fine. It's like a party item, I guess.
yeah.
I have tuned the ropes, yes, beforehand. Totally, off screen. Whoosh.
It's fine. You got plenty of rest. Everyone roll me a d10.
I'm not tired. You keep changing it.
Yeah.
D6, D12.
Too many D's.
It's almost like this game has bunches of math.
Fuck, man.
7,
7,
3, 5,
Sorry, D12,
4.
10.
10.
D10.
Sounds like a 1.
Still a 1.
You had to roll to confirm.
I rolled a 12 the first time.
Roll me
You got a
d8. I got a
Aw,
7.
nice.
The green dragon.
I got a 5.
I don't know what I have yet.
That buddy
'Cause
girl.
I can't see the...
Get that damn D8.
I got a 5.
Yeah, I've got the power. Hey, puppy girl, don't
Oh,
do that. Why are
okay.
you licking my foot? I need it for things.
Okay. You rest in the hut. It is uneventful.
The rope
Nothing
trick.
seems to happen during your...
Yeah, the rope trick.
in the rope trick, and you can pull up the rope.
Yeah.
You eventually you rest for 8 hours. You drop the rope back down. You climb down. As you climb down,
Is it a rope or a rope ladder?
it's a rope.
Oh, okay.
It's a knotted rope.
Cool.
As you climb, actually no, it's a single soul. It's a rope. As you climb down for the day, you do notice off to the side there is a deer that appears to have been slaughtered and dressed. You have another day's worth of rations that
Oh.
are dried meat. They're good for
Nice.
normal rations.
We'll eat that.
Neat. Check it for poison. For you guys. I'm fine.
Do you want me to check it for poison? Are you telling me to do it?
Roll me an investigation check. Who wants to
I'll
investigate?
do- I'll
Doctor,
do
you
it.
seem like you know about that.
I
sort
will
of
do
thing.
the thing that I was just
Surely you can
discussing.
tell about rotting meat.
I'm not
Or-
a biologist.
Oh,
Can't do that.
Freya.
She's hanging out. Come on, Freya. No, it's enough. I'm
Wanna go see mommy?
gonna take it. I know. She's like, oh, horrible.
Just a girl.
No?
Freya.
She's laying on the blanket.
Yeah, she's really good.
Probably like,
She is
No.
playing right now.
Come on, Freya. Wolf, come on, puppy.
Wolf stop.
Gotta be somewhere to hear.
boom, boom,
Whoa,
boom.
watch the quick.
Said the joker to the thief.
Hi.
There's a Freya.
Hi.
She
Come
can't
here.
get no
Hey, she
relief.
waited.
Come here.
I did take her outside. Her leash is over there,
There's a collar.
and her
That's where that went.
I brought it down, and the actual leash is upstairs.
Okay. Thank you guys. Sorry I interrupted.
No worries.
No, you're
She
good.
did pee. She didn't poop though.
Let's go.
Or the dog.
Well, I mean, also,
And he's already outside, Magi.
you know.
Wouldn't run.
22.
It's green. You got to be green. 22. You do notice it seems to be very well cured. You do notice there are feathers hanging off of it.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Did we just prolong somebody's sirloin?
Oh, nice.
It might have been a gift.
We don't know that.
Nope.
I mean,
Maybe we leave a gift
In return.
back?
like what?
I don't know.
Oh, there's also a ring of flowers around where there would be a head.
Oh!
And there's some feathers hanging off of
What
that.
does that mean? Anybody remember?
Is that Watcher stuff?
Yeah, Watchers are big into
It's
feathers.
totally Watcher stuff.
I don't remember.
I think it means they're just watching us.
Yeah, I mean,
Can I
it
make
seems
a
like they would have killed it and left
check
it
of some
outside.
kind?
An intelligence check.
Yes, that should be good for
Do
me.
you have the
So we are outside
Do
their
you have the
territory.
merit where you
Just barely.
have a memory for 30 days? Eidetic memory. Do you have that one?
I don't know. What would that be under?
Features and traits.
Features and traits. It is a feat.
Next to spells, it's equipment, then features and
Like
traits.
a full-blown feet.
Nope, no feet. I've chosen no feats.
Okay. Then yeah, just go ahead and
You don't have any?
roll an intelligence check for memory.
You don't have any from your class?
Well, he probably chose like attributes. You can increase an attribute by 2. That's
That's,
almost as good. That's as
Oh, I
good.
see.
So you cap it. Many things might be better than
Who needs anything but charisma?
I want more charisma.
Technically, there is a way to get more. It's difficult.
I use my portents and say it's a total of 13.
13. Yes. Yes. This has everything to do with the Watchers. This is definitely theirs. Is that 13 plus your intelligence, or just total of 13?
Total with my intelligence.
Yeah, it's definitely Watchery. You're not able to tell if it's good or bad, but it's Watchery.
Okay, nobody eat it today. I'm going to change my spell so tomorrow I can cast Detect Poison.
Yeah, I'll eat it. It's fine.
Immune.
Which you didn't know is also diseased with herpes.
Shit! Snake
Got
herpes
these, little,
specifically.
got these little things around your mouth now.
Now there's soft spots. You
Oh,
should have
okay.
guessed.
Anyway, no, it's fine. Yeah.
Patches of skin.
That's really inflamed.
Okay, so, anyway, that was just a joke. But, let's, you guys travel again?
Yeah, we're gonna travel through.
Okay, you
We're
are now
gonna go-
off the road. You don't get a D6 anymore.
We're gonna go
Alright.
east.
Beat
Two
a beat
hexes.
a beat a do.
Do my navigator's tools help on land?
On the ship.
Okay, I wasn't sure. Like I imagine we could still navigate by a star at night or
Cartographers
something.
tools do.
Ah,
Those are the
okay.
map
Cartographers.
cartographers.
Okay.
Will Sharpener has those. No, wait. I don't. It doesn't.
He doesn't have those. Anymore.
Well,
Well,
he has expertise with maps when we first met him.
Yeah,
And a map.
he can read them.
Yeah.
He can make them.
So we're gonna go east 2 hexes on the
So
map.
if Quill Sharpener here, if you wanted to map a hex, you'd have advantage.
But I'm just letting you know we're going east 2 hexes first.
You're going east 2 hexes.
Yep. So 1, 2, and then we'll go diagonal.
Thanks for being my
1,
bitch,
2,
Corey.
3 to get to the.
Oh, so
third
you're
one.
traveling on the outside of the ones you've traveled before.
Yep.
Okay.
Exploring new territory.
Because we know that's Watcher area, so hopefully we're skirting their territory.
Okay.
But at the
Around
same
the
time,
area.
if we find more, we'll just carry on.
Okay, you'll be skirting the lake. That works. Go ahead and roll me a survival check. You get advantage at this point. You're in a familiar territory. Yeah. They're unexplored, but you're kind of skirting where you've been before.
I'm gonna roll these two.
And you've got another person with survival helping, technically.
That tree there looks familiar.
Wow.
Does it? It's not a
10 and 10.
horrible
10 and 10.
roll, but I mean, 15.
That tree over there looks familiar. Yeah, it's a bush, sir. no, that's
A
15.
summary!
15 is fine.
So
15 is
you
good.
back
Slightly lower to get a double height.
Are you guys eating rations or are you hunting?
I think at
Let's
this
see if the forest decides to give us any more.
We'd better use the rations up before they spoil.
Let's do
Yeah.
rations.
Rations. Go ahead and roll me a d4. Because you rolled a 15, not positive, not negative. D4.
My turn.
Just D4.
Yeah. It's
My
Corey's turn. Corey's turn.
You do random.
Trey. Yeah. Go round robin. 4 hexes. Fuck you.
I need dinner.
1, 2, 3, 4. We're 1 hex
So-
away from the village.
2. Oh no, you said you were going 2 to the left.
2 east, so 1, 2, and then we're going 1, 2, 3 northeast.
The
So
two,
we're one
that, those 2 count.
Yeah.
Because you're going 2 to the left.
Oh, I thought we'd already moved. I'm sorry. My bad. Go on.
Yeah.
So 1,
So
2.
1, 2, and
3,
then
4.
3, 4. Yeah, so you are.
Still pretty close.
You're
And then-
still 1, 2, 3, 4 hexes away from the village.
Should get there in a day or two.
I'm going this way.
You were right here, right?
I'm sorry. I meant 2 west.
This
I'm
way?
sorry. Yeah.
That would be through the tar pits, by the way.
Oh.
Yeah, the tar pits are here.
Then let's go.
This is
Yeah.
these
Let's go
hexes.
around. Let's go the other way.
This
Sorry.
would be around. This would be in the tar pit. You'd
Yeah,
be going
let's stay
in.
away.
Maybe he shouldn't be the map maker.
Pretty much that whole straight line from here over, this is all tar pits.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, let's stay away.
I don't want to die.
I want to mark it as targets though.
No, you got lost for a while.
Oh no,
first,
it's
then
here
you-
and over. That's the tar pits.
He wants
Yeah.
to die in
You're
the
going
car-
right through their village, so it'd be bad.
Let's not do that then.
That
Okay,
means
so,
you die.
and okay, so you end up here. You're 1, 2, 3, 4, technically 5 hexes away from the village.
Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4.
Put it on as a rusted piece
Okay,
of shit.
I need everyone to roll me a. Looking at the encounter map, D. Technically in Dragon territory. D10.
Someone else can do
Yeah.
that now. I'm lost.
You look at mine. Like I've got mine.
Okay, yeah.
5, 8, 1, 4, 7.
Are you serious? God
Fuck you.
damn!
Roll me another D10.
Skylar, pretend you're doing brain surgery. Maybe that'll help you.
Oh my god.
You best not get us into any goddamn trouble.
If she rolls any worse, you might be. Okay, that's fine.
Oh, you survived.
Yeah, can I see your map, Tony? I want to see where the targets are. Where you have it marked.
Okay.
Just so I can see where we are.
Tar pits are. I'm going to put a line across where the tar pits are.
Yeah.
Right?
Excellent. Oh, okay.
That dot with a circle is the Rakasta village, which you were avoiding.
1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, okay.
Yeah, see where we are?
This is
Okay.
off by 1, yeah.
Yeah.
Let me put the Rakasta village in here.
I'd show you the other map, which is more detailed, but it literally marks out where the encounters are.
No, that's fine.
At least the main ones.
Okay. Okay, so then is this the Mika
Yeah.
village? Okay, good. We have that right.
That is Area 10. Okay. So, nothing happens. You do notice as you're starting to circle around that area, you are being watched by the Watchers in the distance. They are out of the forest, they are in the hills, but they're very difficult to find. They mostly glowing eyes at night. You have more of a tiger in the distance.
They can watch us all they want.
I'd watch us too.
Oh, I would.
Sexy.
Yeah, boys.
And what is an area 35? Because you are right fucking by it.
The guy Naruto running into Area 61 was really lost. 61? No, 51. God damn it.
You beat me to it.
Area
Well played.
69.
Giggity. And after that, area 420.
They keep claiming there's no Area 51.
Now off by the lake,
Yeah.
there is a... What the fuck are those?
Banjo.
Down the lake.
We hear banjos?
Centriosity?
Feel like a pig, Scarlet.
Oh my
Squeal
God.
like a
I'm
pig.
gonna have to fucking look at Section B for what these things look like.
Section B, subparagraph A, line 4.
Section B! Like
So I am not a paleontologist.
Thank you. You didn't know that.
I know.
I not get my thank you.
Zombie.
I don't want your thank yous. I just want your tacos.
20-foot dinosaur has powerful rear legs and reduced.
No, dinosaurs.
Reduced.
One thing
Must be a
with
flying dinosaur. You know, with the flippers.
Oh my god, yes. I saw flowers on the tree. Mine. Oh, parasites.
Oh, okay.
The flu or two.
So, off to the, further to the west as you're traveling, you do see a large body of water. I mean, it's absolutely massive.
It's called an ocean.
No, it's a lake. So basically, in this area right here, there's a large lake. As you're passing by that large lake, you see several herds of large dinosaurs, and skulking around them, you see carnivorous dinosaurs. You think that this is a very dinosaur active area if you were able to go in.
So you're saying that we're like standing there, we come up over the top of a hill, then
It's very much like that.
Fucking nerd.
You can see herds of them.
Shut
But
your
the
whore
herds,
mouth.
because of you're able to roll so high,
Yeah.
are being stalked by carnivores on the outside.
Gotcha.
They move in herds. They do move in herds.
They shit in herds.
And there are
They do
alligators
shit
as big as your boat.
Oh my god.
You're like
We need a bigger boat.
Yeah.
Nerd. Oh, this is great.
In the center of that lake, there's a small island.
We should go
Wait,
there.
an island on the island of Dread?
There is
Whoa.
a small island
There's gotta be a quest.
on
there.
that lake,
Of course there is.
and roll me a perception.
It's Avalon. It's where King Arthur's resting.
Perception?
Yeah.
The Eboleth vacation spot.
Sandals.
The summer home.
You mean flippers?
That is a 19 total.
19. There are trees in the way, but you can't see a campfire.
Oh. I will tell everybody about this. I'll be like, hey, over yonder.
So that's what
We
I've
have a
got
flying
there.
broom.
I do have a flying broom. And I think, if I'm right, it can go... Yeah, it has a flying speed of 50 feet.
Yep.
It can carry up to 400 pounds.
Go bring us back a dinosaur.
If you guys don't mind, I'll fly over and see if I can get a sight of what's going on there.
Okay.
How could this end badly?
It will hinder your travel, just to let you know.
To stop?
So when you roll, it will, because you're stopping, investigating, going over, looking.
I'll propose the idea, but we honestly can keep going. I don't have to.
We keep an eye on where it is, but continue for now.
Yeah,
Mark it on the map.
I did.
Yes, let us return to the village.
The settlement needs our help.
So we'll do that. Yeah, we'll just keep going.
You mean we need our reward?
Yes.
Okay.
Gotta stay paid.
Go ahead and roll me a d4.
You've learned the captain's language.
So, Neo.
D4.
Hey.
Okay, with that, you guys are, where's my...
I'm a giant alligator.
Breaks into song.
We thought it was an
Dun, dun,
island.
dun. Oh, it's an alligator time.
Let me look at the main
Big
map.
lipped alligator moment.
No issues.
alligator moment.
Yeah,
That's not an island.
the first hex up is hills, by the way.
Okay.
The next three are forest, are jungle.
Okay.
Not dense jungle, but jungle. Which makes sense because you guys, the Phantom Forest is surrounded in jungle. That is slightly cleared out because they like flying there and they want a little bit more space. Okay, you guys can... It is not. It is getting to be night. You guys could travel through the night to get to the Phantom Village at night if you would wish, or you can camp for the night.
Camp.
Yeah. Rope trick. Go camp.
Camp.
Camping?
Camp.
Okay. You camp. It is the next morning. Nothing has happened.
So if we're inside this rope trick, can we see out at all, or is it?
Only down.
Okay, so is it just like a box in the sky that has like a hole in the floor?
Kinda.
Pretty
It's
much,
like
but
an
an invisible box.
it's an invisible extra-dimensional space that is 10 feet up.
Okay.
That no one can really get into unless they like go up and go. Whoop.
Yeah, but like inside to us, it's just a room,
Yes.
just like a white room.
It's
Okay.
like you're in an igloo.
Yeah, gotcha. Okay.
Tank, we need guns. Lots of guns.
Oh, guys, one thing. Do roll me a d12.
Question, DM.
Yes.
This calendar says it's the fall. Is that for the entire world?
It's full for the world, but you are in a jungle climate.
So it doesn't. It's probably just getting wetter, more rainy.
Yeah, a little bit wetter, a little bit more rainy. It might be a little less hot,
Okay.
but it's
Also less humid?
it's still hot. It's like in like the Sahara. It's like, oh, it's only like 100, not 130, like that kind of thing.
Hooray.
Or like in the Amazon, it would still be hot and muggy. It just wouldn't be like blistering.
Gotcha.
Okay.
12.
2 4.
12. 4. Okay. Only D10.
Damn it, Johnson!
9.
Okay.
Yeah.
During your watch.
Oh man.
Not mine.
Water shakes in the glass.
Get back in the box. Get back in the box.
Doctor, Captain, Mr. Smooth, wake up.
Just pull the rope up.
Yeah.
All right.
You guys already pulled it. No.
We'll leave it down. Just
As you're looking down,
I already forgot we were in the
as you are looking down, a gigantic foot.
Can he like physically run into our backs? Or no, it's extra dimensional, so it doesn't.
It's extra
matter.
dimensional. He would have to go under and poke his head through, which is possible.
Oh, God.
But you notice that he gets close. He is sniffing the ground. You see this gigantic Tyrannosaurus Rex head sniffing the ground. And then you see another one sniffing the ground by it. And another one sniffing the ground by it. They might hunt in
move it hurts.
pairs. They start
But there's
sniffing
3 of
this
them.
area. They start licking the dirt.
One of them's dead.
They hear something in the distance. Their heads turn. Drawn off by something.
Are they covered in feathers?
Just a little bit. They have some feathers on them.
Question.
Yeah.
Is there any way to like cover up the hole?
No.
No.
Just fall through.
Wait,
No. Now the hole is invisible. They would have to accidentally poke their head through, but it's possible.
Okay.
When you say big, are these like the big we fought before, or like the big giant one we saw that one time?
One of them is the big giant one. 2 are the medium-sized ones.
Oh.
Mama and babies?
Possibly.
Or maybe
Why can't it be the dad?
female and 2 males?
Could be. Yeah. It was very difficult to tell. You are not a paleontologist.
No, I'm not.
Not
We're
yet.
working on it.
I'll let them sleep through the night, but I'll tell them about it in the morning.
Okay. Yeah.
Or a zoologist.
You sleep like babies.
Good.
You wake up the next day. There are lots of track prints around where your box is, but nothing. In the distance, you do see a fresh kill. It's been stripped a little bit.
This area is being patrolled by
Stuff.
Tyrannosaurs. We should make for the
Plesiosaurs.
village with haste.
Note, this is very close to the village as well.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
Let's get there really fast.
We've already seen
The
T-Rex
village is
there.
pretty high up
Okay,
off the
there's
ground once you
distance
climb
in
up
their
there. I'm
area.
sure we'll be safe once you get up in the trees.
As long as they don't
I
have
grabbed
plesiosaurs
her. I
attack.
grabbed Scarlet by the ankles and hold her out through the thing. What do you see?
What do I see?
You see things from your pocket.
The sky is down and the ground is up.
Oh God, so many syringes!
And I just kind of keep doing this.
My knife. I mean, scalpel.
Yeah. Down scope. Down scope.
Freeze the halfling!
I don't normally do this when fully clothed.
Yeah, I probably, if it's morning and I haven't dressed yet,
Also,
I'm naked.
upside down. Ah!
Oh my!
Wear underwear, you fucking whore.
Never! Not likely! What do I see?
Nothing.
Fresh kill, that's it?
Fresh kill.
I see a fresh
kill.
kill!
Lots of tracks.
Bring her back up. Set her down. You are disgusting.
How big of a fresh kill?
And you need to wipe.
Well, it is. I would guess it's probably a Stegosaurus.
Oh.
It's a decent size. It's about the size of this room.
Oh.
Can we harvest some meat off it? Take it back to the village?
How far away?
It's been ravaged. You could try. It'd take you a little bit of time, but you could. You might be able to you could probably. It's been stripped, but you could get off enough for maybe a day or two's worth of rations if you do a harvesting check, which is survival. So, do you want to carve off some Stegosaurus
Not
meat?
that good at survival.
Stegosaurus.
Nor am I.
Neither am I.
I'll give it a shot.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're a cook away from home. We don't have to half work around.
Could have brought her.
Natural 20! So that'll be 25 on the... Hey, you want to let me.
Because you rolled a natural 20,
Uh-huh.
you are able to harvest it quickly. I'll give you 10 minutes. You're able to cut off very good large chunks. You're able to cut off the right types of meat, so it's not just like scales and skin. And you do not roll any counter roll.
Sweet. Got them steaks.
Steaks.
Okay, those will be good for 1 day.
Good. We'll take you to a
Be a
village
good-
of vegetarians.
Yep.
Okay, next, Phantom Village.
Yep.
Phantom.
Let's get there if we can.
You guys will easily arrive. I'm not going to make you roll. You've been there before. You arrive at the Phantom Village. As you get to the Phantom Village, it appears fine. They're just hanging out. As they see you coming, they do start like playing their drums. You know, like I don't know, whatever phantoms play.
Must be on.
Oh my god.
It is the morning. They're cooking vegetarian stews, banana, potato stews. The smell is not bad. I mean, you guys have been eating rations the last couple days. The phantons do kind of circle around. They start flying in circles around you. Eventually, a couple of them land. One of them being the much older phanton, the shaman. He comes up to you. He's got his cane. He's like,
I cast comprehend languages.
you cast comprehend languages. You speak the phantom language pretty fluently at this point. He says in his phantom
I'll
language.
relay it to the rest of you.
Hello. It's wonderful to see you again. You have survived. You have returned. You have brought me back. What word do you bring to us?
We bring news that we have destroyed the
Arena.
the arena.
Eight-legged freaks.
Oh, yes. You have slain our enemy.
A few of the small ones did escape. Eventually, they will be back.
And in greater numbers.
Is this true, Miko? Miko's like, oh, yeah, it's true. Yeah, they did great. They butchered them.
Didn't Meekop deal the killing blow on the T-Rex?
Yeah.
Right after you did that.
I even killed a T-Rex.
It's like,
Oh, that's true.
Yes.
Oh, hell, Meekop.
You're gonna have a social.
The Tyrannosaurus
status.
In their
Slayer.
language, this is
with the one finger.
Good job. Thank you.
Like Rick and
Thank
Morty.
Exactly.
And then he starts going,
All hail Miko, the Tyrannosaurus Rex killer.
now Mika. You know what this means.
Show him honor!
Give a 3.
And our honored heroes, the new champions of the Phantom, have saved the village from the arena threat.
So much.
they all cheer. A couple of them throw bananas. One of them punches you in the face.
To step up from rock throwing, I'll take it.
Oh, I'm sorry. Let me tell you. They throw a rock at your face. 6 point of damage. You start getting pelted by rocks.
I'm ready to cast invisibility just in case.
I throw.
No,
it
I'm
out,
not
too.
going to that stupid village.
Honor for you and you and you and you.
So,
Actually, my sword.
what power armor? Gimme.
Patience, Rutherford.
Oh, yes, the reward. Yes.
It's probably letting last.
We ask that you are the champions. You get to wear the champions, the last champions' weapons and armor. Since you represent the Phantons as our protectorate. We are ever in your debt. If we ever need you, we will call upon you.
How?
Oh, I'll send you a message.
All right.
So, I guess you want to go there?
Yes.
I
Uh-huh.
can go tomorrow.
Okay. Yeah. Of course. I'm too old, but Mikab will take you, and a couple of the other Phantom will accompany you for the. I have to go. The ceremony. Okay, let's go. So never mind. I will go. There's a ceremony.
Right.
Burn etiquette.
Damn it.
Just remember that. Shaman has to go. The
He's
shaman-
getting on in years. Can't quite remember everything.
Yeah, I know. He's like 12.
I
mean,
hope
that's
his
fucking
apprentice is
ancient.
almost ready.
Bye.
Okay, so you do go there.
Who are you?
Are you the spider people? I thought you wrapped them out.
Who are you guys?
Oh, hello.
Power up. What are you talking about?
You better leave.
Let me go to these. So you go towards. I'm just turning it off because I'm looking at items. Okay. You go to the great opening. There's a big circular opening of trees in a giant field. Halfway into this field, there's a giant concaveness.
A crater.
A crater that's perfectly circular that has grown over the years, because you've learned that about 300 years ago is when this champion died. And when he did, there was a great explosion that caused this crater from his passing. Inside the center is a giant suit of interesting looking armor that appears very heavy looking. A weird. No, actually, no. You've identified. You haven't identified, but you looked at it. It appears to be a gun along his right arm that he is holding in his skeletal hands, and a helm upon his head that appears different looking with a visor. So
It's really hard for Rutherford to walk. He's like,
Does Rutherford need a moment of privacy after we
he walks. The elder walks over to, and he says, "These are the champion's helm, the champion's weapon, and the champion's armor. They are yours. Who wants them?"
You need to go on a set.
Can we divide it up amongst ourselves?
There are three items. There are three items. There is a helm. There is the gun.
So Rutherford gets the helm.
Mikov gets the armor.
You can take the gun.
I just shoot Mikop right in the head.
So if we haven't or need to, let's have Johnny identify it or whatever's needed to find out what our requirements are
Oh,
here.
yeah, that's needed. Then.
Now Johnny can identify them. It won't say what they do because they're not magical, but it will tell you how they work because they are mechanical.
Okay, that could be useful to know.
That's the other part.
Okay,
The first one is a helm. It's an item. It's called the targeting array.
Oh, well, you have to have the helm.
Helm tat
Yeah.
targeting array. The helm lets you see in all directions, and you have advantage on wisdom perception checks that rely on sight. You have dark vision at a range of 120 feet.
Damn.
You can see invisible creatures and objects as well into the ethereal plane at a range of 120 feet.
God damn.
So you can see everything.
Downside: the light spell or the daylight spell cast within 5 feet of you will blind you for 1 minute.
Because it gets all fuzzy.
It gets fucking white.
Yeah.
It's like,
Okay.
oh. And it looks literally like a helm with a visor. Like, that is the first item.
Okay.
Oh, Scarlet, we're gonna hear about your gun next.
The second item is called a death ray.
For surgery.
Boom! It acts like a laser rifle.
He's been cured.
It is an artifact.
Mm-hmm.
It is one of the big.
It is a +1 rifle. It requires no ammunition. It recharges rounds per day.
Okay.
The weapon regains 1d4 pieces of ammo per day after a long rest.
Mm-hmm.
The weapon has 7 points of ammunition, max. You spend 1 to activate certain effects. There are 3 upgrade slots. One of them is currently filled. It's called Death Ray Overload. Once every 7 days, you can cast Disintegration.
Whoa! Okay.
Which uses all charges, but only if you have 7 charges.
Right.
Normally, spending 1 charge shoots a laser, which does 3d8 radiant damage.
So we have a BFG.
Mm-hmm.
Goddamn
Downside,
Mandalorian now.
you have to attune, and your hit point maximum is reduced by 10 hit points.
Because it's so heavy?
Because it feeds off your life force.
Ooh.
Since it does not have a battery,
Okay.
there is a tube that goes from it that jams into like your shoulder.
That's fucking brutal.
We're
I
gonna Mad
love it.
Max this shit. Just
Yeah. Witness.
The third one is a set of power armor, but it currently doesn't function because you don't have a battery.
Called it.
You need a battery to operate it. I will promise you, there is one on this island. So there is a set of power armor. It is an actual item. I do have it in here. It won't work unless you have a battery.
Okay.
The helm works without a battery.
The helm works without a battery. The helm just operates.
So how much you see, it doesn't give you like attacking help, right?
Nope,
Or I
it's
got-
just
okay.
it's all vision
Yeah,
based.
so you don't necessarily need the helmet.
No, I don't.
It does give you dark vision. If you don't have dark vision, it gives you
Which this
the
human...
ability to see through ethereal at 120, which is massive.
So yeah, those extra things are amazing on
The
it.
downside is if anyone ever gets too close to your face with a torch, fuck.
Hey, you have to stay away from Neil. So that Neil wears it. Fire sword.
And
Close the lid.
I'm just gonna put this out to the group. Put this out to the group. If you guys are okay with it, if you leave all 3 of these items like for Rutherford's use, I don't want anything else in this campaign. Even if he's like, I literally have a BFG. No, the power armor and everything else is good.
The the Death Ray does have 2 more upgrade slots. So it is if you equip it, you'll be able to see it. It's a gun, and it has 3 interesting hexagon slots. One of them currently is in, and it has a symbol on it. A symbol you've seen before. It's an A. You've also seen that on the spaceship. Well, I would say spaceship. The tower with the wings.
I think we need to go back to that tower with wings.
We might need to.
Now it makes sense.
But yeah, I'm just going to put that out there.
Can we
I can
carry
agree
the
to those
armor with
terms.
us if we can't use it? How heavy is it?
It weighs 500 pounds.
Oh!
It is power armor.
So we'll just leave this here and we'll come back for it.
Yeah.
I was gonna
Oh,
say,
wait, no, it doesn't weigh 500. It weighs, I believe, 300 pounds.
I
have
can
to
carry
relook
it
at
on the broom.
It is,
Heavy.
it's gonna like fall and like.
I was gonna say the broom can carry up
You
to
put a sling
400
underneath.
pounds. It says the broom can carry up to 400 pounds.
You could.
Kidding.
You could.
Loop the broom
You and a
through
rope.
the armor
thing
and then
is-
carry it around behind us like a kite.
Here's the one problem you have. The broom is a stick.
Yeah.
Trying to put like loose armor
Yeah.
on a stick that's just gonna.
Well, we would
You swing him underneath.
Yeah, slings and ropes.
Okay.
If that's what we did.
Of course, it'll break the broom.
I mean, if we can't
How,
use it, we
how
might
long
as
can the
well.
broom operate? Does it have so many hours of operation that it dies, or
No, it doesn't say that. It does, however, say that it would reduce its flying speed to 30 feet if it carries anything over 200 pounds.
Let me take a look at something. If you don't, 1
I
second.
mean,
No, go ahead.
if the power armor can't be used at all, we might as well just leave it here. We can take the other 2 items and come back.
I mean, I'm fine with it.
We can take
Eventually,
it to the Phantom Village and stand it up like a statue.
I'm just saying if we were on our way back to the boat, like we weren't in a hurry, yeah, we could do this as a way to carry it for now.
Yeah.
But if we're gonna go off and do something else, I'm fine leaving it here.
oh no, yeah, you could probably do it. It's basically going to basically the only thing that broom is going to do now, if that thing's on it,
Yeah, move 30 feet.
is it's just going to move 30 feet, and it's pretty much just going to be an armor carrying device.
Yeah.
I'm fine with it. It's just the broom now is just an armor carrying device.
Yeah. Well, that's what if we were heading back to the boat, we would do that. But
Okay.
I think we're gonna go somewhere else instead right now.
In the spaceship.
Yeah, we need to talk about that.
Sounds
while
good
we're
as
going
anything else.
Yeah.
So then, yeah, let's.
Flying boat.
And if there's like
What do we
any
know about that? I
other
don't remember,
goodies
like, at
that
all.
you
I
guys
heard a
would
rumor
want,
about it. It's in
I-
the center
I
of the
am-
island.
I'm perfectly fine
Center?
with giving you all of it.
yeah, because
You know that city that's on the plateau?
Oh.
Does Rutherford
Yeah,
want
that's
to
like
equip
dragon
an
territory.
attunement?
There. I know we're gonna have to go there eventually.
Yeah, you'll
but fuck,
want
I don't
to.
want
Okay,
to.
on equipment, search for Death Ray and search for Helm Targeting Array. I've made them.
So you at least get those 2. Yeah, if we were, so we're going to the tower.
So the
or
Death Ray is
whatever.
basically a laser rifle.
Death Ray, all one word.
Death Ray. Yeah, all one word.
So we can move the power armor when we're on our way back to the boat.
Huh?
If we're going straight back to the boat, then yeah, let's pick up the armor and on.
Leave the armor here.
Yeah,
But if
leave
we're
it
not-
for now and
Yeah, we'll come back and get it.
thanks. Now keep holding on to this. Later.
Okay.
Death Ray in the what? Helmet?
Targeting array.
It's like Helm space dash. It should be like the only thing that pops up. You see it?
Yeah.
Okay. The side effect is you can see in all directions. So that's another thing.
Do I need to? Oh, apparently I don't need to
Attune it.
attune it.
No, it requires attunement.
Does why can't I?
You can click on the item and click attune.
There we go. All right. They are
And-
now attuned.
And the Death Ray, I believe, is also attunement.
Yep. I've got that. and
You
the
have to
freaking array.
manually reduce your hit points by 10. If you want to give yourself like a hit point, like just give yourself like negative 10 hit points. Just keep in mind that.
So you're like RoboCop right now.
Yeah.
More move, creep.
No, it's not wearing the armor.
It's got the helmet and the gun.
He does. I
So
do
just Robo.
I do have pictures of it on there. If you click on it, there's pictures of the helm and the gun.
Ooh, look at all the stats.
It starts off today with 0 charges. As it feeds off your life force, you're going to have to roll a d4 every long rest. And see how
So
many charges
every
you get.
shot takes 1 charge
1 charge. So it's a gun with 7 shots.
per day. Gotcha.
7 shots total max, and it regains 4
Look really
shots every
serious
day.
doing that.
But it requires you could just pull the trigger till you're done. There might be things that give it more shots per day, depending if you find those things that I've scattered.
So
throughout the
I'll put the targeting array on.
You
and-
as you put on the helm, it says. And all of a sudden, like you start seeing screens start popping up. It's a little disorienting. At first starts you seeing in all directions. All of a sudden,
It's
like
full of
anything that moves, all of a sudden comes up in a screen and starts getting tracked in like a mini screen right beside you. And you see yourself at the center. Sometimes it will pop into like third person, and you'll be like, "You are here." Movement over here. You'll see a pulse off to the side.
So is this all in like a language I don't understand?
You have no fucking clue what it's saying. Every once in a while, you see something.
Speak a language I understand.
Chopper bum.
I'm not a bum.
Chopper bum.
I'm not a bum.
Chopper bum.
We just leave him there as he's constantly repeating that.
He's like saying this. It's like as he puts on the helmet, goes. Like his bottom mouth is like it's pretty much.
So is it more like Judge Dredd?
It is exactly like Judge Dredd, except the helm goes, the visor will go, and when as it goes down, it goes, and it just clicks into place.
Gotcha.
And when you want it to be off, you can turn off the helm and go. So you can give up the effect without giving up attunement, but the visor will come up. You have to tell me when the visor is up and the visor is down.
Okay.
So if the visor's down, last you tell me, I was.
And I'm assuming it's like this.
Now,
is it like the Tall Geese's gun where it's kind of like attached to my right shoulder from like Gundam Wing?
Oh, right, yeah. It's basically there. So what it is it's like a device you put on your shoulder. As you put it on your shoulder, like that little tube is it snips in. It's not like a long tube, but it's like a short tube that will just snip into your neck.
Maybe if we
All of a
shove
sudden
it
it's in there.
deeper, it'll
And
start.
then what happens is
Oh,
when you want it, it just basically, you're always considered having it on.
Uh-huh.
It will, it's in your hand.
Oh, okay, cool.
And then
so
when
it's
you
like a
don't
track.
want it, you basically release it and it shoulder
Retracts.
mounts back up. And it seems to decrease in size and go into like a
Okay.
square box that's mounted on your shoulder.
That's fucking baller. Okay.
So you can quick draw at any time without taking half your movement.
So in a pinch, right on.
Sweet.
I
And
wanna
you can't
sit-
drop it.
Yeah, I can't drop it. But yeah, save it for like a boss fight where
You
it's
can have it
like
ripped out of your shoulder.
disintegration.
Once every 7 days, and you have to have 7 charges ready when you do it.
I will save those charges.
Okay, so that's what it currently does.
And I just gently pet the armor, and I'm like, I'll be back for you, beauty. I'll be back. And I go up to it, and
Stop poking it in the crotch.
No, touch the hammer.
You may need to want to change
Stop
your
poking
pants
him in the
before wearing the
crotch.
armor of the head.
you're noticing it's rather firm.
I'm gonna grab a little liquor, and then you guys decide what the hell you want to do and where you want to go.
Let's go to the spaceship.
Well,
This is the greatest gift anyone has ever got.
now hear me out. We go back to the tar
Okay,
pits.
that's your island.
If I
Oh,
were-
you go to the island!
Or we steal the ship.
become pirates.
You know, guys, we could just leave the island of Dread.
Yeah, we honestly could. Who needs the battery?
Teleportation spell, we're getting out of here. Doesn't matter where we end up, just get us out of here.
If I could suggest, for real, we spend the night in the Venton village, rest
Okay.
up and have a safe space, ask them for any more info on where the ship is. I don't remember if we got anything about that specifically.
It was that tower with
Than
wings.
before. Yeah, we can get just like an idea of like which direction it might be.
I thought we'd already been there.
We heard about it. We didn't actually go there.
Didn't we see it?
No. Mikov drew a picture of it on the ground.
Oh.
Speaking of which, you have to see if Mikav's going to keep hanging out with us or have you lost him.
That's what I'm thinking too. Is maybe do like a campfire thing, little role play after a bunch of
It's not a bad
fighting
idea.
and exploring.
Yeah.
Maybe the chief will grant us another boon since we killed the arena. Possibly too.
Well, we didn't kill them all.
Get those.
We neutralized the threats.
For now.
Okay, so you guys decide where you wanted to go.
Our descendants will face the spiders.
I'm so happy.
Oh, we were thinking we should spend the night here and relax
Okay.
and do a fireside.
Okay. Oh yeah, we haven't done one in a while.
Yeah.
It's been a lot.
That'd be fun.
Yeah.
been
And then
2
maybe we
weeks.
can ask the chief or the village about any
Yes, it is.
more details where
Game?
the
Was it just last
ship might be.
Oh,
Okay.
Since the last
Everyone
time
will draw
we-
a card. I'll draw a card. I will be the shaman.
Okay.
Or the Phantom. One of them.
They're
Depending
both
what I draw.
phantons.
I know, right?
The shaman's actually a T-Rex.
Oh my god! In disguise! Surprise!
He dropped the illusion.
It was the feathers, damn it.
I wanted you to kill the spider so I could eat all the phantons.
Pick a random card.
How did we not see it?
Well, that's a surprise.
Ooh.
Vampire dragon, it looks like.
Vampire
Okay,
dragon
cool.
bat?
Yeah.
Vampire
Undead
dragon.
bat.
Pretty sure that's from
Undead wyvern.
Warhammer.
Oh, I bet that'd be cool. Oh, that makes sense. Yeah, you're right. The
Because they did have a
counts.
vampire counts army.
Oh, they're so cool.
I didn't get glory this time. I keep getting that damn card over and over.
Dwarves and vampires, those are my big two.
The least glorious
Right,
member of the
right.
party keeps getting that goddamn card.
The Age of Sigma.
You think you're less glorious than Scarlet?
How dare you!
And Rutherford?
I'm the bookworm in the group.
There's so much glory there.
I'm just Scarlet.
Oh, fucking balls.
And given who my daddy is, I don't take much truck by glory. Like, fuck you, Dad.
You don't do monster trucks for glory?
Nope.
Wow.
RC cars.
I'll do anything for glory.
I bet you would.
And anyone.
I mentioned my middle name is Glory.
Really?
And how about many holes do you looking for glory?
Damn it! Damn you!
Okay.
Cast. Desktop. Basement. Select. Share. And boom. Okay. So. It looks a little fuzzy because I'm just I'm viewing at a lower frame rate.
Okay.
Why? It was kind of like
Bandwidth.
buffering just because I was trying to view at 1080p, so I lowered it down to like 480. Just for me, everyone else can just look at whatever they want.
Is it LCD or LED?
It is
CRT.
MVP, motherfucker.
Oh, yeah.
It's important to ask these questions.
Standard def or high def?
Yes.
Scuba and laser. I can name acronyms too.
What?
Those are acronyms.
Yeah.
Scuba and laser? Like LED?
Yeah.
LSD or whatever you say.
Standard def and high def are not acronyms.
So how about that campfire?
Okay.
Wow, I
So
think
does
it's
anybody
fun.
want to volunteer, or do I roll?
Roll for it.
Roll for the start, and then we'll go clockwise. Starting with you.
Ah, son of a bitch. Well, as I grew up on the rivers of Morelia, as part of my family's business, there wasn't really a lot of opportunity to make friends per se on the river. Just partly those that we did business with, so calling them friends might not be the best choice of words. I mean, why make friends with someone who could sell you out? But that's just the way it was on the river. I mean, we were doing things we didn't want people to know about, and they were probably doing things they didn't want us to know about. But I will say, though, because of that, we were a close-knit family. Me, my father, and my mother. I didn't have any siblings, at least none that I know of. My father tended to have more of the leanings towards horizontal recreation. And I happen to also have a proclivity for, let's say, yes.
So your dad was a hooker?
Maybe. Maybe not. I
He was
don't
just
know.
a gigolo.
He ran the boat. Mama ran the business.
That's respectable.
And that's just how it was. It was good times, but like I said, not many friends per se. I mean, just a casual acquaintances here and there.
Friends by the hour.
Sometimes, yes, if one needed companionship, that was an option. That's Berelia, though. That's the Beryllian way.
Seems accurate from what I've seen so far.
Given your...
What is
Australia,
that?
country of horrors.
Well, I mean,
We fight fucking field, fight fucking farm.
Field?
That's what we do. Farm as well,
the
man.
3 F's is very well known.
Fucking, and fucking. Attorneys at law.
Well, given your...
And then on Sundays you got Faith. Family.
Always make time for
Faith and
church.
farming.
Well, given your very impressive feats from a few days ago, saving that man's sister,
Ah, yes.
say for myself, I'm glad that you are our friend aboard this ship.
Thank you. Yes.
I have to say, pulling a worm out of her skull, was creepy as fuck.
Oh, yeah. It was. I'm going to be remembering that one for a while. Especially since my days at medical school.
You should write back to your old friends and tell them about it.
Dearest classmates!
Wrangle the
I have
worm,
a
tell us
feeling
something new.
They won't believe a goddamn thing you write.
Probably not.
They'll probably be sitting there reading it. Worms from people's heads.
You mean cuterebas?
Now you found me fucking fighting off of me.
It sounds like she got a worm in her head.
This bitch has gone crazy.
Got the brain worms. Spreading.
That's good. No, thank you.
We're going
I
clockwise.
agree, though. You're more capable
Yeah.
than I realized.
Say me too.
Oh.
Okay. Back in here. So it's your turn, Trey.
Decadic.
Ooh.
Yes, Rutherford.
I have a question for
Why are you friends?
you. What are
Why are you shit with a gun? I don't know how to shoot a gun. That's why you're shit.
God.
Are you
A Libra.
No, I'm trying to think about how to word this.
Are you a
Because
fan?
I'm feeling something here. Like we're on the same page.
Are you available?
You're
Yeah.
obviously an educated man. In what fields of study are you familiar with?
Well, my main interest is in the magical arts, studying divination primarily, but many other forms of magic. I've always taken a liking, though, to reading as many subjects as I can, history, other cultures, particularly dwarfish. We have neighbors to the south of Verissia that we've not been unfriendly with, but haven't exactly been friendly with either. I've always, since I was a child, just had an interest in knowledge and learning rather than getting my own hands dirty out in the real world, as it were.
So would you call yourself a jack of all trades, master of none? Or what? Your knowledge in all things?
I'd say my specialty is magic, but I think it's healthy to have an appetite of various different types of knowledge.
Divination. What do you do with divination? I mean, I'm not a magical man myself, but I see your work, and it's rather impressive.
Well, I'm still a student of magic, so I haven't attained its full potential as of yet. Mostly through combat, being able to affect an enemy's mind. I have managed to tap into the ability to receive portents each day, allowing me to avoid danger or warn others of any impending threats that might suddenly spring upon us.
That does explain that.
The higher schools of divination magic can go even further, so far as to even, say, locate a person that I'm searching for that's nowhere near us. Say there was, perchance, a bounty on someone that we knew who they were. I could potentially, perhaps, locate where exactly they may be hiding someday.
That would be a useful skill to have.
Scarlet now wearing a wig.
I might have to know about it.
Why have you shaved off all the hair in your body?
Oh, that's just cleanliness, darling.
Although you need to wipe better.
Oh, I do.
Not the other morning.
That was in
no.
the morning. I hadn't finished my ablutions.
I'll remember that next time we use you for a periscope.
God, in his crest there.
Oh my god.
That's a first, sir. That's a first.
I know.
In one game, he'd be perfect to be in this party. Oh man.
Oh.
Evil capitalist cleric? Sure.
With a Russian accent.
Why not?
Could work for like a casual. Anyway.
I do miss that old campaign, guys. Just to break away from it.
That was
We had
pretty
some
awesome.
badass characters in that campaign.
Yeah.
But that is my Ask Another section of the fire.
Okay.
Hey, what I'm thinking, what is King and Country again?
King and country. Basically, talk about where you're from. You know, like what. That's a chance for you to talk about your backstory, what you think your country is like, stories from your homeland. You could talk about another country if you wanted to. It's a geography thing or a local story.
Sure.
You know, it's a you personal and your perspective of what the fuck do you think of a Rokuganian, like that kind of thing.
Bunch of bastards.
Oh, yeah.
Those lizard-headed nigger muffins.
I would just like to
You can't use that.
really say that you've all been doing wonderful work out there. The downside, of course, is we're on this godforsaken island where no one's really going to hear about much of what we've done. So part of the effort is lost, but it is good practice, if nothing else. I think every one of us here have more than proven our worth. Yes, even you, Rutherford.
I know, it's so pretty, right? I can't wait till we find that battery.
In your head, you're like,
Sleep.
Bravo who? Bravo here?
Sleep falls asleep, rip it off the shoulder.
We had to wake you up.
Alright, that's enough of that.
Open Spotify.
And when you take it off, there's like a... And the visor just disappears into nothing. Like,
That is so fucking
Loud
cool.
and blaring flash.
Rutherford's eating dinner with the visor down. Just wearing it all the time.
it's when the visor's down, it's definitely Judge Dredd. Like just your jaw.
I am the law. Please.
Anyway, keep going. I didn't mean to keep going.
Rutherford, the way you devastated that the leader of that Arachni brood. It was marvelous. Scarlet, you've done brain surgery. I didn't know that was possible. Not
I knew
in
it
a
was-
field.
It's possible, but to survive from it is really startling.
It's true.
And Smoot, does anything need to be said for your smiting?
Does come in handy.
Decadent. Your magics have worked an unending amount of good for us. We are blasting their minds or alerting us to dangers. It's very helpful. I'm quite proud of you all, and just want to say when we get out of here, we really got to spread some rumors so other people hear about things that have been happening. Just us knowing is only so.
We'll spread something, all right.
We should probably pay.
While you're
for
doing that,
Right.
spread those too.
Oh.
The rumors too. The
Oh,
other
yeah.
part we knew was happening. Scott. I was trying to feel proud of you. Just
We should probably
Indeed,
pay
not
the crew. Pay the crew to make sure that they stay with us.
something that's
Oh
need to
crap,
be
we need to do
distributed.
that.
They've all left at this point. They just came back, didn't give a shit, they left.
Come back. Where's the boat, guys? Where's the boat?
It's not like we've taken the money, you know, just
Is that
steward
bag
it.
of holding
Steward
that I
it.
He's
have?
got no place to spend it right now.
Yeah.
Alright, that's all I got.
Okay. Okay. Alright, you sir, what do you got?
What did you have, Tom?
Glory.
Oh.
Let's see here. Yeah, okay. I admit did not join this crew initially very willingly, as I think many of us were in the same boat, no pun intended, at the time.
That is quite kind of funny.
I will admit that I've never been one to make friends easily in the past.
Just our choice.
I've always been rather involved in my studies and never made much time for socializations. Even back at the Majocracy at the school I was studying at, I had a few classmates that I was not necessarily close with, but would interact with often and study with. This may be, though, the first time in my life that I feel I've really developed camaraderie of sorts, and despite my instincts to be mistrustful of others, I found I've learned to trust all of you here. Even if I don't always understand or agree with you at all times, I know that when push comes to shove, I can depend upon you. And for that, I thank you for looking out for me as I do my best to share the burden that we all share together on board this ship.
Well said.
Thanks.
It's good to have you with us.
Your magic goes boom. I like it.
I do too.
Okay. Phantom Shaman. Yeah, big fire. You guys are fed banana bread.
And I'm an elf. I can do it.
You know, not allergic to nuts, are you?
Is there any spare phantons around?
Not
anymore.
Allergic?
Where's
banana
the
bread
cat?
in real life? Not in game though.
It's not a game, but in real life. Deadly.
Man, it must suck being allergic to bread.
Wait, is there mushrooms in this? No!
I
You
just
find
look at
out Westford is allergic.
Oh, he's fine.
Yeah, it's fine. Okay.
I
So
drag him off. I'll be back.
he says,
Come back to the gun. I lost him.
In ancient times, when the world was young, and the Phantom knowledge was vast, but far away, the great Sam... What?
Does he speak our language, or is he?
nope, pretty much. Just
So it's
people
just
who-
I'm interpreting.
Okay.
Okay. So
You're
you cast
C3PO.
comprehend languages?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, and you have, you know what the fuck he's
understand,
saying. Yeah, you're fine.
I was going to translate.
Yeah. You're just like, whatever.
No, that's
Long
worked
ago.
for me.
When the world was young, and there were no other races upon this world except for the great lizards and the great men, bigger than you and I, much bigger than I. Came next the Phantom with our friends. And our hero, Andron, and his followers. We fell to earth after battling our great enemy, the Corporal. We crashed upon this plane, and we battled the Corporal, who enslaved us for many hundreds of years. But then we rose up and defeated them together. But our friends left. But Anton stayed to protect us, the remnants of the Corporal, until they were all defeated in a great battle which killed him. And he killed their leader.
The Antons are animals.
No, it's just one guy named Anton.
Oh, good.
Anton the Phantom.
Gotcha.
Their leader, called the Eye of the Deep, He slew them in his final breath, freeing us. But the Anton's servants, the arena, and their great enemy of the Corporal, Shlaki, who still reside in the waters to the east, near the coral. You see them at night.
What's that thing?
Their eyes, they flash upon the water, trying to lure in people to eat.
Yeah.
Did they perhaps have 3 green eyes?
Shlaki? No, that would be the Akmps.
Excuse me.
They followed the Corporal here. They are their enemy. Before the Corporal died. They do fight the Shlaki, though.
Ask him to describe it.
I hear they are to the south of here, but we do not have to deal with them.
Can you describe the corporal?
The Corporal? Oh, of course. The Corporal would have 2 big eyes and many tentacles upon the mouth, draining down long fingers. They tend to rip the heads off their enemies and put their children upon them so that they may grow.
So is this more civilized or less now?
The Shlaki, they have 2 thin, tusk-like arms, bulbous body, and a big tail. They shoot lasers from their eyes, and they glow with lights, trying to draw people to them.
Mermaids.
Ooh, baby.
No, maybe that's mermaids.
No. that's
Mermaid-ish. Yeah, because they're underwater. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sharks
Yeah,
are
we saw the big
underwater.
flashing thing once then.
It's on my watch.
Yes.
Always.
We battled them all,
That one I'd say.
and Anton defeated them, the Corporal. And we rested in the middle of the island so that we may not deal with the others. Not really land-dwelling people. They do try to enslave land-dwelling people. Occasionally they try to use them for breeding stock.
Oh boy.
Food. To make their own young. They'll implant them in your brain.
Oh.
Yeah, be careful about that. Avoid the south.
Thanks for the tip.
Duly noted.
Might be a little late on that one, Chief.
Where we came from, where we went, and then where
I
we
think
came
he's just
back
the
from.
shaman.
Yep, that's what I have.
Through the Dark Lord.
Well, that was useful.
Yeah.
King and country. All right. What about you, sir?
When I was younger, my father wanted to teach me some discipline. So, what?
This is gonna be a great.
He's already.
This is gonna be a great story.
Don't interrupt. Keep going, sir.
I'm sorry. It's just
You have our full attention.
So my father,
Stare at him awkwardly.
our fathers,
What in heaven?
bought commissions of the National Guard for myself, Piggy, and Squidge.
You're already killing Corey. Keep going.
One night, on leave, we borrowed a knight's horse, hooked it to a wagon, and went out and picked up some co-eds. We drove that horse all night, returned it just before dawn.
That horse or a horse?
Yes. We took turns.
Oh my.
Did you use protection?
We had swords. Occasionally there were bandits.
Oh Lord.
We drove all night up and down the shores of the Chappaquiddick, turning the horse to the stable just before dawn. We did not wipe it down or walk it. We put it away wet.
Jesus Christ.
This seems to be the method by which you've traditionally gotten into trouble in the past, sir.
Continue, sir.
Well, Piggy and Squidge did not get into trouble. I, on the other hand, being the senior member, was called on the carpet by the commandant. I was given the suggestion that maybe I should find another line of work. Which led to my farewell party, where the coach went off the bridge. Thus I am here.
Your phantom friend's like, oh, the dead prostitute. I remember this story.
Yep.
Thank you for the
All comes
revelation.
full circle.
The only reason I'm speaking of this is it was a night just like this. Except more cheerleaders.
Watch
And
yourself
alcohol,
out
I assume. I assume there's more alcohol.
Perhaps.
You're handed,
I don't
you're handed
remember.
banana moonshine.
Comes in a banana bottle.
Oh dear. Oh no.
When's the strong stuff coming?
They hand you poison.
Awesome.
Give me a couple levels.
Oh shit.
Make it a double.
Wow. Goddamn paladins. Alright.
Okay.
Oh man.
Alright. Cool.
You gonna make it over there, bud?
All I have to do is say Piggy and Squidge, and he just dies.
You did a devil's triangle. Apparently that's a drinking game now. That's not like, yeah, apparently that's
Oh yeah.
ratified in the Senate. Devil's triangle. That's a drinking game now, apparently.
That's the Supreme Court.
Yeah. I mean, obviously in the 80s that was a drinking game.
Duh.
Yeah.
Duh. I mean, who doesn't know that? Anyway, alright. That's pretty good. It's pretty good. It's 11:22. Do you guys want to do traveling? See how far you get?
Sure.
Might as well.
Okay.
I think we want to head for the spaceship.
Spaceship.
Yeah.
Tower with
Tower
wings.
with wings.
Tower
I
with
mean-
wings. Give me a second. Let me make sure I have that one noted on my sheet.
Yeah, does a
Will
chief
Mikab
know of...
stay with us?
Oh, yeah, we should...
I mean, will
Oh,
Mikab
yeah.
stay here?
Yeah.
1938.
Makeup.
Mikab's willing to travel with you.
All right.
We should let him go. Let him be free among
Let
his
him
own
go
people.
with us.
Free him indeed. From all earthly bounds.
But what if we encounter another Tyrannosaurus?
Yes. Who will slay it?
Someone else can. Mikam can be the distraction.
We will strap an explosive to Scarlet. Throw her into the T-Rex's mouth.
Oh,
I like where you're going, but switch out
Or
Scarlet.
if I can shoot a ray bolt to explode her.
I'm totally on board with your plan otherwise.
He will tell you
In
that
fact,
the
we don't even we'll
giant
find the
iron
T-Rex.
obelisk is located at the top of the plateau,
Oh.
near its middle. Near its middle, almost at the middle of the
That's
giant
like-
plateau.
Yeah, we'll
Is
give it a
that
shot.
before the wrecked
That's
flying
like
boat?
That area is
Or
where the
after?
plateau is, right?
That is, he will tell you since he went up there once. It is before the wrecked giant boat. The wrecked giant boat is north of it.
Mm.
So they're both within a day's travel of each other.
So where are they on here?
He's going to tell you north, way north of you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 hexes north. That's about where the plateau is.
Right here?
Yeah.
Damn. It might be easier to just sail around to the north.
It is past mountains, past lakes, and he will tell you that there's only really one entrance if you don't want to scale the cliffside.
Oh boy.
You guys still don't have climbing attire.
No, we don't.
Did the Phantom have any that we could borrow?
Not for humans.
I mean, look at them. They're made to climb anyway.
Yeah, I mean, they have a climbing speed. They're like, climbing
We
equipment.
just strap a phantom into each foot.
Perfect.
A phantom in each hand, a phantom in each foot. Spider climb it is.
I'm gonna put like 3 of them
Get your
along the
foot
bottom
out
of my
my
tail.
ass. No, I need you to get up this hill.
Phantom
Like the most
Man, Phantom
awkward
Man.
shoes of spider climb ever. Just 2 phantoms that you put your foot through their buttholes.
The most surly shoes of spider climb.
All right. So,
They just glide the entire way. Just, yeah.
One of them's like, oh, I'm almost there.
Oh my god.
We just started.
Yeah,
A
there's
little
like mountains
bit
like
deeper.
around there too. That I can go through there.
So, yeah.
Yeah, so looking
not
at the
so
map, you got about 2 hexes north of forest.
all right.
And the rest of the
It
hexes,
might be easier
except for 2 of them,
To
are...
sail around to there.
I
the
have
rest of
an
the hexes are
alternative
just...
option. We've got a bunch of gold and stuff that we've just kind of had for a while. And like getting stuff like climbing gear would be helpful. Might be wise to go back to our ship and sail back to, say, my country, since it's closest, and stop in and buy some shit.
I was like, God damn it, I spent $50 on this.
We're gonna come back.
I said like we would leave.
We're just leaving temporarily. We're not questing in between. Just to leave to go
And maybe
get
go rustle up
supplies
some
and
trouble with my new death ray. People would be like, what the fuck is that? And I'd be like, shh,
You'd better keep that hidden.
obey the law.
yeah, I have a feeling
Basically,
like the main doctor.
what it looks like is you have like some giant metal thing. It looks like you kind of have a shoulder pad with kind of like a square thing attached.
Is it kind of like the Predator's shoulder cannon?
Kind of like, except all of a sudden that shoulder cannon like expands out like a transformer into an actual fucking gun that's attached to your hand.
Lasers in disguise.
And then as it expands out from a rifle, it goes
Back up to the box.
back to the shoulder cannon.
That's fucking dope, actually.
Yeah.
It's really cool.
It's like a rod on your shoulder.
Trey, kind of like that maybe.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's a Mega Man boss.
Actually, kind of, yeah.
It's like Mega Man X.
And yeah,
main
except
boss,
it
that's
goes
the
from
first
pretty
one.
much your shoulder
Yeah. Well, he shows up in
and
the
expands.
sequels
It just
also.
goes automatically into your hand, and then it goes back into your
Oh,
shoulder.
did you want this? No, well, maybe, I don't know.
Whichever one works.
You just unfold it and refold. It's like, oh,
And
well,
we can
this-
actually pay our
now you
crew
can have
and give
well,
them,
maybe
you know,
that's
some...
oh, now you can.
Plus, it'll be a bit of shore leave at that point. We can take you out for drinks and hookers.
I bet you
Probably
need to
not
get
a
your
good
wig
idea.
wet.
I mean, okay, well, we have
Oh, it's
Scarlet
a
already,
great
so we can just take you out for drinks.
We have alcohol on the ship. We don't need to go
So
anywhere.
you
Our
guys
ship
want
doctor
Squeeze
provides
look out for
comfort.
me.
So you guys want to leave the Isle of Dread. You want to go towards the next closest port. You have 2 choices. You can either go back to the port you came from, or you can go back towards.
Maladal.
Go to a slightly larger city. than
There
last
is
time.
a free port that is nearby.
The pirate one?
Oh, hey, look, this
No, that one's way far away.
There is a
Well, it's not way
port named. Give me a second.
Tomb of Annihilation.
No.
I've heard that's a fun one.
Butt sex.
There is one called Saltmarsh, which is nearby.
Oh, cool.
Do you guys want to travel from the Isle of Dread to Saltmarsh, or do you want to travel back towards Quicksava, which has a port?
Yeah, let's
Wherever
see
we
what the
think
free
we
place
can
is
get
like, I guess.
Climbing gear.
Yeah,
Climbing gear and cold weather gear, I'm assuming.
Okay.
Maybe stock up on
So you want to
rations,
travel to
too.
the free port of Saltmarsh,
Yeah.
Sure, sounds fun.
right?
Yeah.
Or quick,
Yeah.
or you want
No,
to
we'll
travel
go to
back
this free port.
We'll go to
Let's go
Saltmarsh.
somewhere new.
Let's
Okay.
also before
I don't need to go back to
while we're
South
traveling or something like that, do the
called
the
Sartmarsh?
crew paid.
Yeah, or
Salt Marsh.
distribute all that.
Yeah.
I will allow you to fast forward. It's going to take you 4 days to get back to your ship.
Yeah.
It's going to take you 4. It's going to take you 1, 2, 3. It's going to take you 4 days of travel on ship to get to Saltmarsh.
Okay.
And we will pick up next game at Saltmarsh.
Side
Which will be
quest!
the 44th of my life.
Yes, my life. Which you're currently in the fall, or are you in the
Wow,
winter?
that's
now?
a 44.
Okay. Yeah, the 44th of my life, because I believe that the winter
Talk
is
to
like
me on the 6th
63
of
days,
Alka-Seltzer.
doesn't it? It's like massive.
Wait.
Plop, plop, fizz, fizz day.
76 the pep.
My laugh is 60.
The 9th of
Okay.
K.
So you guys vote beer and hookers in the free port of Saltmarsh.
So they've.
Which is a
So
mix.
are you immune to poison now too, or something like that?
Not yet.
No, they
okay.
have a. Don't paladins have a resistance?
It comes.
Well, you can
later.
burn. You can basically burn a lay on hands to cure poison or disease.
Yes.
Poison on yourself,
But
and you can cure poison or
I'm
disease
not
on somebody else.
inherently resistant to poison yet.
Not yet.
But it comes
It does come.
with later levels.
I'll go out for drinks with you.
So will I.
Oh, I
So-
most definitely will go out drinking with you.
Now, keep in mind, you can still get drunk even though you're immune to poison.
Oh, I
You just-
can?
You
I was
still
assuming
get,
I couldn't.
It's
It's a
so
different
so I talked to
You
like
can't get
Elliot
alcohol
in the
poisoning,
story
but you
about
still
this.
get drunk.
We agree you can still get drunk. You just get really giddy. It's like you're on opioids. You're just really happy.
Oh, I pay to see
But
that.
you're not like falling over, like vomiting the next day. You don't get the hangover.
Okay.
You know.
You get
All the bonuses, none of the negatives.
Yeah, okay. Neat.
There you go.
I'm down with that. I don't see any reason not
But
to.
eventually, it can be like you're on too much X. It's
You get
like,
worn
oh,
out.
you're too happy.
So we're gonna get him glow sticks and a couple bottles of water.
And some Molly.
Okay, so
I'm happily
I got to
shut
start reading up on Saltmarsh to see what's available to fuck there. You guys are going to stop off at Saltmarsh, probably shop. So I got to prepare for that.
You gotta distribute
I gotta
shit.
So next episode,
Yeah.
I assume is going to be part shopping episode,
Yes.
and then your goal is to shop up and then return back.
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, if we get split up now, we could probably just even do most of the shopping, letting you know ahead of time or something.
Let me get to shop.
to you, I
Let me
guess.
do
How
Saltmarsh
you
first
want
to
it.
see what's there.
True. Okay.
But send me a list of what you want so I can roll to see if it's there
Okay.
beforehand, so I don't waste any time
Oh.
like just rolling dice.
Okay.
Well, you don't need this. Can I have your shots and gunpowder?
He can still use it.
He'll still need it.
I'll
He
still need
gets
it
a
'cause
couple.
I only get a couple shots a day.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
It only has 7
You can try
charges
buying some
max
ammo,
right now.
That's what I was gonna do.
I will let you know that there are
ammo.
there are 4 other runes on this island that do different things. But you only have 3 slots. Technically 2 slots left.
Yeah.
Once you choose a slot, that slot is can't be taken out.
Oh, it can't be taken out.
Yeah, once you slot that rune in there, that's a new feature on the gun.
I wonder that. I guess I like that.
Yep.
You got to customize the gun a little bit. It could, and they do different things.
That's windshield wipers, so I don't want this.
We did.
God damn it! Windshield wipers.
We did this whole night
Yeah,
with one teeny tiny little combat.
Yeah.
yeah, very teeny tiny. It was mostly role play and travel.
Mm-hmm.
You guys fucking didn't roll a single goddamn thing. But
You know
you
what,
guys got
sometimes
tons of gear. You guys got tons done. You traveled like fucking far as shit.
We
And
did.
you now traveled off the island as long as you promised to return back.
We also super called dibs on that power armor.
Yep.
Super dibs.
Do you
My
guys?
pirate promised
So
to
here's the
come
thing:
back.
you guys are traveling back, so you just bring the power armor back onto the ship.
Yeah, might as well.
Yeah, we'll tie it to
Yeah.
I'll be honest. There is one location where the battery is. It cannot be powered except for that battery. You need that battery to power the power armor. The power armor is called power armor in the game, so it is there. It does exist. So you can have it, but
Yeah.
you need the battery.
We're not leaving this island until we find that battery.
If worst comes to worst, we'll drop you off, say have fun, we'll be back later.
Be like 4 years later. I'm looking for a battery.
5 years later,
I know it's
we
on
come
your
back,
subway. Where's that
the
battery?
entire island is a smoking wasteland.
You're holding like a double A in your hands. I found the battery.
And you get an interesting scar on your forehead.
Other things, you guys learned something about some of the factions that are on the island. You learned about, you've gained a couple more crew members on the island who now owe you for a justifiable reason why they're on your crew. You should probably pick whose crew are they under? Are they under the gunners? Are they under like the
Well, it kind of
sailmasters?
depends on what their skills are.
Yeah.
One of them is a sailor, but he's like flying ships sailor.
Oh, well, you could still do some navigation.
He has navigation ability, but he's not he has navigation skill. He has navigator tools, and he has proficiency ship flying.
Can I take him directly and have him teach me best he can without an actual flying ship about it?
He can
We'll
teach
learn
you.
about
It's
that.
going to take a while, but you would have to have him with you to teach you.
Yeah.
So if you want to try to learn while you're traveling, you'd have to have more.
We'll have ourselves our own fucking fleet.
Oh god, yes.
One in the air, one on the water.
Well, good job, everybody. We played the dungeons, not the dragons. Actually, no dungeons. We just played the... There you go.
It was the dungeon of the mind.
The end.
Well, we had to dig through the brain
Tough
to get
habit.
out the
We did some travel. We did some role play.
The brains and the apples.
Surgery was intense.
We did some travel. We did some loot.
Yeah.
In the Atlas.
I'm gonna have to make some custom items. I got to make that rope trick.
Mhm.
I have to make actually nothing else. You just got the rope trick. Is the one thing I haven't made.
All right, trade
Basically,
money.
just rope trick once per day.
Sweet.
Money, you.
Yeah,
But the
money
duration
us.
is 8 hours.
Yeah, what do we got total? What are we rocking?
Yeah, give an idea of what you have. It's all in coppers, so add it to
Pay
your
the crew
sheet in
first.
coppers.
I'll say we have like the shares and all that figured out, right?
Yeah.
So
There's 6,000 copper right there.
we should have a couple at least pieces by now, right? I don't even know anymore.
3 platinum pieces, that's 3,000 copper pieces, apparently. We're at 9.
How many members of the crew do we have?
Like
As many as
28,
you got on
29.
there, plus 2. So, a few.
Like that
Drawing
I did.
$30.
So
Meat count does
Because I
not
believe-
require.
Yeah. So I believe you do declare a percentage you were giving the crew.
Yes.
You're
So-
dividing amongst them.
Is Meat count coming with us off the island, or is he
Yeah,
staying
he'll
here?
come with you off the island.
Okay.
He's a member. You have earned him as a member of the crew.
Alrighty.
He likes you. Specifically, he is under whatever the hell you are, the first mate.
Yes.
He's like the cabin boy,
Oh.
He's
Well,
assistant
cabin
to
monkey.
the regional manager.
the cabin monkey boy,
I was gonna say more like Jim Rockets, but yeah, no.
the cabin Goku.
Oh shit, he's gonna be so good.
We've already divvied up.
Oh, yeah.
So we're at
He's
9,000.
small and puny now, but eventually he'll become a god.
9,000.
Oh, I think after tonight I start uploading episodes.
Yeah. Did you ever make
onto
a
the YouTubes?
Did you ever make a banner for the last episode?
No, I didn't. I got really busy at work. Tomorrow I'm spending like a full day at work too. So, but
Okay,
I will make a. What are you guys' banner thoughts? What he's doing goal calculations for tonight? It's like the alien from Predator surgery, or like
It's
like, what
not
do you
brain
do?
surgery.
It's not brain.
But
surgery.
it is.
But it is.
I mean, yeah, I could do
It's
like
not rocket surgery.
almost like a
yes, yeah.
horror novel cover doing brain surgery, and then this worm's like coming out of it.
Okay. Could be.
Okay, there it is.
Could be.
60 shares.
Could be.
It might be.
Let me know if you guys want to make a banner for it, or if you guys are just like, you know,
It's gotta have the
Yeah.
chest burster from Aliens in it.
I was gonna
chest
say,
burster from Aliens. I like that.
but in the
I don't have color pictures for everybody's face, so I'll just have to
You can like find it.
By
black and
60
white.
shares.
I got the black and white
Find
version.
a
12 NPCs plus our
like a
10
mannequin
cumulative characters
stand
Okay,
in for
each
the
plus
share
me
is
plus the 2 new members. So that's 28.
Yeah, I can
or
figure
Kim
it out.
Control, whichever.
Kim
You
Control,
said 10
whatever.
NPCs?
12 NPCs.
12 plus 10, 22 plus 3, 25. Okay.
20. Okay, yeah. Now I have a crew of 25.
You're counting our back character.
That's part of the 10.
Yeah.
Yeah.
10 is us and our doubles.
You believe that this ship could man as many as 50 men?
Whoa.
Oh, damn.
buddy.
I thought it was like 30. Wow.
50 total, and that'd be like maxed
So
out.
who's keeping track
50 would be
of
like
the
with the
ship's
slaves.
loot?
Does
That would
that
be
make
you?
sense?
Sure. I say I haven't really been. I just thought it was all on your
Okay,
thing,
the ship gets
but- Hold on.
2 shares. Each share is 150 copper pieces. So the ship gets 300 copper pieces.
Okay.
Sailing master gets 450. Because I can do math. First mate gets 750.
So, Neil, you
750
get
copper.
750
Yes.
copper.
Yep.
Okay.
You get 900 because you're the captain.
Alright.
The quartermaster gets 600.
Nice.
All other officers get 2 shares, so we each get 300 copper.
300 copper.
Yes. Okay.
So that's 3 gold.
Yeah, it's basically 3 gold. Just put everything you have on your character sheet in copper, because I'll generally give you prices in copper.
Oh, crap.
Because gold doesn't transfer easily on that sheet, so I just do everything in copper.
Oh, man.
100.
So,
And how much did we get to the crew?
Standard crew get 1 share each, which is 150 copper. All other officers get 2 shares, which would be 300 copper. Sailing master gets 450. Quartermaster gets 600.
All right. Because you guys have mostly just ran into items. You guys haven't ran into, like, treasure trade.
not a lot of gold now.
No.
Yeah, you're right.
Wait, didn't you guys get a bunch of gold from defeating the arenas?
1 gold is 10 silver, 10 silver, and 1 silver is 10.
Yeah, we got some. Yeah, we got
1 gold
from-
is 100.
Yeah, it's all 10s in this, but the D&D
We got a lot of,
Beyond
like,
has, like, different conversions.
Diamonds and
So-
jewels and shit. That's the thing. So
you
that's
guys
not
did
really...
a bunch of diamonds and jewels that are worth money, but they're sort of like used for like diamond dust, just like spells.
Right.
Diamonds for like true resurrection. I don't remember how many of those I gave you. I can rewatch the video, but
How much did the crew get again?
150 copper each.
Okay.
like it costs 3 gold for a restoration stone that'll bring you back to life in a minute. 5 gold for one that'll bring you back to life within 10 days, if he has that spell. But you've got to get him up to 10th level to do that, which is beyond 7.
So another flaming sword.
Oh.
Well, then I don't have to give
Out
up.
properly.
I'll be honest, one of those exists on the island.
You just get 300.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm figuring out the
It
rest of the
does.
money,
It's
too.
going to be a motherfucker
Gonna
of a
convert
fight,
it all
but
into
it's
copper
there.
to make it easier.
And it does more than just flame.
Flaming
I will not
burst.
lie, there are legendary items that are on this island, that are beyond the death ray that he just got.
Oh. I'm going to call dibs on that when we find it.
Okay. It exists. It's
What is
here.
it?
A thing that's more powerful than your death ray.
That's cool.
It's another flaming sword.
It's an
Other stuff.
artifact. It's equivalent.
Cool.
I call dibs on the item that's more powerful than that one.
It exists. It's here.
Yes.
I get the power armor and I can make my own guns.
Even the heart of the Hydra is even here.
Ooh.
Wait, but you already knew that.
Yes.
Okay, I converted all my
Let's see what it's
money
useful
to
for
copper.
once we get it.
I bet the mind flayers got it and trade for the girl.
I got 525 copper.
I still want to try to
Goddamn
play as an
underwater
illithid
cave.
sometime just to see how it works.
You know, I got underwater breathing.
It's
now,
very
at least.
difficult because all illithids, even then,
Problems.
they have hive minds. They're addicted to being a part of the master brain. So playing a non-illithid, it's possible, but it's
It'd be weird.
It'd be very difficult
Yeah.
too.
I want to read.
You think playing a drow would be tough?
because of
Yeah.
the sun?
Yeah, no, for the racism.
Oh God!
If it was
yes.
like Faerun, because you're a drow. Like Drizzt Do'Urden is the one good drow. If you're not Drizzt Do'Urden, you're kill on sight.
Oh my God!
And again, they think they're all Drizzt Do'Urden.
Yeah.
So it's like.
Dang.
Then again, you're not on Faerun, you're on Gullisea, so
Yeah.
technically you could play a drow without issue. But Illithids, like,
I just think, yeah, it'd be interesting, but I think it'd be.
I'll be
hard.
honest, there's an Illithid country here. You guys don't
Oh, I
know
know.
of it. It exists.
You do not know.
Yes, I do.
You're lying.
I built.
So do we want to keep track of the
I'm not
individual crew members' money, or is that just
Just tell me how much money the crew members have in total, and we'll assume whenever they go to shore, they blow it on hookers and booze.
okay? So if we wanted to like upgrade like their gear at all, would that come out of our
They blow
pockets?
their money on hookers and booze because it's their money. If you want to buy them better gear, that's great.
Okay.
So you have to spend your money to upgrade them.
Yeah. Eventually, when you get enough of them, they'll be considered a unit, and we'll go over the Kingdoms and Warfare's rules for having a ship. But we're not quite there
What
yet.
about our backup peoples?
Your backup peoples?
Oh
Do
yeah.
we choose what they spend, or do they spend on whatever?
We assume they always spend all their money on hookers and booze.
Okay. So even our
Yeah.
backups will do that.
What
Yeah,
about
yeah.
the robot?
So then when you...
The robot eats his money.
he spends all his money on oil and
Hooker robots.
hooker robots.
They think Futurama confirmed.
He spends all his money on weird trinkets.
And hooker robots.
On vending machines.
From now on, whenever he moves, he jingles.
Yeah, my alt character would absolutely waste office money. He's not gonna.
Yeah,
hold
mine
on to
would
it.
too, actually.
That way, when you walk in the game, you have what you have. Maybe you spent your money on your starting gear.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, because otherwise that'd be a lot to keep track of, like
Oh
individual
my god,
NPC
yes.
golden
Yeah.
inventory. Yeah.
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 So we're just that way. When you walk in the game, you're fresh.
It's whatever they have is whatever they have.
So, all right, welcome. All right, I'm glad you guys had fun. I will see you guys in 2 weeks, and we will begin. I will have to read up on Saltmarsh and see if there's anything that happens there. But we're definitely coming back to the Isle of Dread. Bought this book fucking twice.
Yes.
I mean, we'll think about it.
Back here. This is gonna be the last Hex we explore, and we'll finally find the fucking heart of the Hydra.
Yeah, we physically went to all of them.
It's gonna be this one tiny blank spot in the middle of all those mountains.
To be honest, it is a spot. I have chosen it already. You guys have not ran to that spot yet.
Is it in the book, or did you decide where it is?
It's both in the book, and I decided what it is. I picked a legendary item that is like it, and I made it that.
Oh, so then I say we just start doing this.
Just go around outside, work our way in to the island. We'll eventually come across.
There is, by the way, three different meta plots on this island. Big plots.
I mean, we've come across at least one of them. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So
I like that.
there are a couple mega boss fights. You guys haven't ran across any of those yet.
God.
And there are set encounters.
Jeez.
There are 53 different areas that you run across. You've only gone across like 7 of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
53 areas. You've only come across 7 of them. Some of them you might have already come across. You just passed by them. So that's the Isle of Dread, guys. I hope you guys had fun. If you didn't, well, fuck you.
I didn't.
All right, well then, fuck you.
You got 2 out of 3 of your armor pieces. Stay happy.
You always have a full set. You just gotta find a battery, which, by the way, is here as well. And I've pre-chosen where that battery is.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're not leaving this island until we find that battery.
Comb every fucking inch.
Oh, yeah.
Literally.
All right, I'm gonna stop streaming and I'm gonna stop recording.